Welcome to Around a Round Table, the episode where your favorite guests from the Wreck My podcast get together around a round table and talk about nothing and everything. I'm here with the normal guest plus a special guest again this week. I have the chicken of the sea, Cam Molidor is here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The chicken of the woods, Kreger.
I like wood.
I have the chicken of the party, Joe.
Nice.
He doesn't always eat chicken. It's Jason Galbraith from the Jason and Mindy podcast.
That's true. I don't always eat chicken.
Yes, I did my research. And then I am just a chicken. I'm your host, Jordan.
Are you just saying we all have bukkaks?
Yes, we all have bukkaks.
I'm sitting on mine right now.
Yeah.
I hurt my cock.
So we're here with a special guest, which is super awesome. Jason from the Jason and Mindy and the Difference Between Us podcast.
Cheers.
Came all the way out.
Thank you, man.
Bearing gifts even, had some beer. Yeah, here, I'll just salute from over here. Cheers to all, yes. And so, thank you for coming out, driving all the way from Lancaster.
Such a long drive.
I know, right? It's not that far, but still, it's a bit, so I appreciate you taking some time out on this Sunday. And with that, I think we're just going to jump right into our first segment.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Would you rather? That sensual voice lets you know we have a question of would you rather. A little game here that Kreger likes to shit on sometimes. So this week...
do not. I shit appropriately.
You don't shit on things, just in toilets. So the question this week is, would you rather end death due to car accidents or end death due to terrorism? A little bit of...
Hold on.
Sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, stop texting over there and pay attention,
My
Kreger.
mom won't leave me alone.
Okay. Would you rather stop deaths due to a car accidents or due to terrorism?
Oh, stop them.
Stop that.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if
People
if
would no longer-
people no
Oh, I
longer
get you.
died in car accidents or people are
with you.
no longer died from terrorist attacks.
Terrorism. for
Terrorism.
This is a good
Yeah.
one.
But see, this is hard because
I feel like there's
the
more-
statistics are probably more people die from car accidents every year than from a terrorist
Right,
attack.
but-
Although not as like horridly, there's more of a political. Are you okay with your eye over there?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I was like,
I feel really terrible saying this out loud, but I feel like it's easy answer. You say stop the terrorism because, car accidents are this Darwinism, like.
not always
Survival of
though,
the fittest.
because you could
Yeah.
be as defensive of a driver as possible, and someone from the other side of the road could come up over that barricade by falling
drunk
asleep or
drivers.
being
Oh
drunk
my God.
and hit you head on. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
this is a good one, Jordan.
This is a good
Death sucks. It's
Yeah.
it's a part of life, but it's the idea of terrorism. That
yes.
Exactly.
Morally, it's the idea of it. So that's why I say
Yeah.
that. Even though there's less death from terror, I still would want to eliminate terror from our lives.
Because
Yeah,
you're
for
true.
that
You're
not
not
to
only
be a
just
worry.
eliminating death, but you're eliminating this conflict between two
Yeah.
groups.
And, actually,
definitely,
that's
yeah.
a good point because cars are only going to get safer from here on out.
Well,
And-
hopefully. Yeah.
hopefully. But it's also like, so I have a friend who had to deal with the traumatic experience of terror, and it affects your life. The rest of your life is changed.
Yeah.
You look at situations differently,
Yeah.
and all this other stuff like that. And I've seen just like the simplest thing can set off. It's like PTSD.
Really?
And so
It's true.
if you could remove that from anyone ever to have to deal with that, I feel like even if you get in a really traumatic car accident, you're still going to be somewhat okay with driving a car because for some reason the human mind, like, cars aren't that dangerous, even though they really, really are.
Right, and then you're eliminating the entire idea of something that's just plagued the world for such a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You would
right.
eliminate like Klansmen in the U.S. You would eliminate radical terror globally. Like you would do all that kind of thing.
Essentially,
Yeah.
you're eliminating hate.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, because that's what
Degree,
terrorism
so-
is.
Right, and the deaths from hate. I'm assuming that like if there was another layer to this, that terrorism would still exist, but they would be doing other things. Or
Yeah.
are we eliminating?
Spamming your email.
I think you're eliminating. I
Just
mean,
the
it does
deaths
say
from
the
terror.
deaths from it, so I guess you can't be eliminating the hate speech or the
True.
ideology of it.
But that's okay
True.
because like people at least aren't dying. Like we would still have two towers.
Well, I also want to bring up the point of selection of like you chose to do this. So getting in a car, you choose to do. You know the risks that are involved.
Absolutely.
Getting in an airplane or going to Disneyland that someone decides to bomb or
That's
take
not
over.
your choice.
That's not your choice.
Yeah.
You have no skin in the game.
Right, but
yet
also
you're getting it.
no one like chooses to get in their car and die.
No,
of
but
course
you
not.
know the risk getting in your
Right,
car that
that's
there's a
fair. You know that it's
possibility.
dangerous. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I 100%.
We all
agree
took
with
driver's
your-
ed.
with what you're saying. It's like
Yeah,
something
never took
that's close to
terrorism ed.
us. Something that's close to us is the borderline.
Oh yeah, right out here.
Oh yeah.
Like that's really like we have so many friends
Super
who
close.
are affected by that.
Yeah.
It's like,
All through college, my friends would go there all the time.
I've been there multiple times. Like my sister, I kind of freaked out when I heard about this because like my sister is in her like late teens, early 20s, and like she could have easily been there. She knows so many people who could have been there.
Yeah.
And it's just like you shouldn't have to worry about going to a line dancing bar.
That's it.
100%.
Like
yeah.
I think this is like.
Yeah,
it's
you should
not-
only
it's
worry
on-
about like having to see people line dance.
That's it.
and me getting drunk sliding on the floor.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, it is bad. It's no good.
Well, so if we want to lighten it up, the people I was at Bunker Hill with today, they presented one that I thought was kind of
okay,
funny.
shoot it out there. Just take over my podcast, why don't you?
By the way, I'm not wearing green. I think I might have
You
missed
are
it.
caller.
green on your
You're
collar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
This
Thank
was
you.
actually a happy accident. I threw the shirt on, and Madison went, "Oh, you went for St. Patrick's Day." I'm like, "Nope, but okay."
I went full bore.
Yeah, you went all the way.
Yeah, real subtle.
with the baked potato and the Lucky Charms. Yeah.
Gregor, are you actually Irish?
Yeah.
I am.
Have you seen his face?
Sorry to
That
interrupt you.
doesn't mean he's Irish.
Yeah, another thing I want to mention here is we don't mind talking over each other on this podcast.
Yeah.
I know you guys have an etiquette on yours because you're professional. We don't.
We're just professional.
It's a happy accident, honestly. We just
yeah.
don't. It's just we happen to not step
Yeah.
on each other. I don't know how.
It's also because you're all related. We're just friends, so I don't care about stepping on their toes. I don't have to see them.
It's like at a family dinner where you have three people talking at the same time
Yes.
to each other or even across each other. You ever had that?
I'm from a
yeah,
large
yeah.
Italian family, so yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If you want to see craziness, play Scatagores with family members. That's cutthroat.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, what was your?
That was the whitest sentence you've ever said.
I disagree.
You're like I go to
We have-
Borderline all the time, and I play Scatagores.
And he has a
family.
he has a
Okay,
bridge
I got-
tournament next
okay.
week.
All right, so fact check. I've only been to a Borderline once. But
That's one time too many.
yeah. And it was Anyway, so they presented the question: would
Yes.
you rather sweat cottage cheese or every time you throw up marbles?
Oh,
See, at first you think, oh, marbles definitely. Marbles don't have to hit your teeth that hard to really
that's
destroy
true.
your teeth.
well, everyone knows my stance on throwing up, so I would definitely take anything outside of throwing up. So I would sweat cottage cheese.
See,
No.
I think that's rude to other people. You're walking around like going
Yeah.
to the gym. No one's gonna go to the gym.
But it
with
would
you.
save expenses for my bagel expenses.
It doesn't mean you can eat.
I
you don't-
sweat a lot, so I do not want to unless you can in turn package it, sell it maybe.
Oh, wow.
Or just put it in your
Dude, look at
spouse's
you
lunch.
being a
Shark
businessman.
guy.
Shark
This
Tank
guy
right
knows
there.
his
Yeah.
name right
I
here.
feel like the cottage
Sweat
cheese would
cheese.
be very salty.
It would be very salty.
Yeah, it would be pretty salty.
Yeah. I'd probably
Unless
go.
you eat pineapples, that change that, or is that something else?
Oh, I think that's something else.
Something else I
Here, let me
think.
text my wife real quick.
Pineapple makes everything better.
I think I'd actually go with the throwing up.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
See, I'm the only weird one because I have
Just
like.
open wide.
Well, here's the thing: is people
That's
don't
the
get
motto I live my life by.
Just open wide.
people don't get it that I say like, oh, I don't like throwing up. And everyone goes, no one likes throwing up. I go, no. Like how people would have an aversion to a spider is how I have an aversion to throwing up. Like
Okay.
it legitimately is an anxiety-inducing phenomenon for me. So that's why I would
I got
That's
you.
why I would be like, I'll sweat whatever.
See, I'm the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
I hate sweat and I hate all that stuff, but I am so good at throwing up that I'm just like, and it's a weird,
Make it
it's like a
Olympic
weird thing,
sport.
but yeah, I could be like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. Like, we're good. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Are you-
my world.
Are you a loud vomiter?
No,
Or you're very
Who
quiet?
is
No.
who is a quiet vomiter?
me. I basically whisper. Like,
It's like a quick.
Jordan, I have a question.
Yes.
So you drink? Are you?
I've never thrown up.
So you're really good at knowing when to
I'm
stop.
very careful
Okay, that's
about
good.
where I've only gotten twice in my life where I've gotten to a point where I thought I was going to throw up and I stopped real quick and
That's awesome.
I'm at the point now where I get the flu and I want to throw up because I feel so miserable and I can't because my body has been so used to stopping
poor
myself
guy.
my whole life. I haven't thrown up since I was 16.
Throwing up
Vomit
is
free since
magical.
16.
What year was that, Jordan?
That was 16. What? 2005,
Dang it.
2004.
Throw
Dang.
up 3. No, it doesn't rhyme.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So 15 years without throwing up.
16
I haven't
is
thrown up
just where it
since
is.
yesterday.
You threw up from
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys drank a lot
When did you throw up
yesterday.
yesterday?
Oh, when I got home, I just threw up.
Dude, you guys don't remember how drunk you were last night?
I was drunk.
Yeah, you all were drunk.
Yeah.
I was
It
the
was a
most
good time.
sober one at my party.
I got really lucky because I felt like I was going to throw up yesterday because I had 5 really dark, heavy beers
Yeah.
in sunlight. And so
In sunlight.
Combo.
When you're standing outside, it enhances everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started at noon.
Yeah, we did. And
That's a long day of
we were
drinking.
drinking for over 12 hours.
We drank
Yeah.
for over 12 hours.
But
It's-
Because I
Anyway.
saw you guys went and partied after my party too.
Anyway, no.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But my story's not worth it.
Anyway, okay.
I
next-
do have
May
one.
I-
I do.
After
you?
you. No,
Guess
no,
first?
after, oh,
No.
after
Oh,
you.
look at this.
Well, I do want to say this because you brought
Yes.
up the would you rather, the car and
Yes,
the terrorism thing.
yes.
I think that the new, because you mentioned the driving cars, the cars that drive themselves, I think they get a bad rap. I think, if those get into an accident, we're all up in arms, but yet we're constantly messing that up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So give the cars a little
And
bit of
also,
I mean,
I
they're
agree.
driving with
We have a
idiots.
robot sympathizer over here.
I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sympathize with
well,
them.
I
let me
get that
guess, let
too.
me guess. You were sad when Skynet got foiled, weren't you?
Who?
Skynet.
Skynet. See,
Okay,
see,
so
here we go.
here's the thing. Jason is
Yeah.
not as into pop culture as we are.
Okay.
That's a Terminator
You guys
reference.
lose me
Yeah,
so
that's a
much.
Terminator reference.
Okay,
There is
so
Skynet.
the,
Good to know,
so
good to know.
the
Yeah.
Terminator AI.
I was listening to your podcast and I'm like, David,
Yes.
David from The Difference Between
Yes.
Us would fit in so good on this
Yes.
podcast because he's movie quotes out of nowhere. I'm like, I have no idea what he's
Krager and
talking
David would
about.
get along a lot because he throws out Step Brothers quotes a lot too, and I feel like that's in Krager's
I'm
wheelhouse.
even better though because I only remember quotes no one else remembers. So it's even better.
He
No
hits-
one understands
He
the
hits
references.
plenty I don't remember.
Yeah.
So anyway.
If you like to go to parties and say something no one understands, I'm your guy.
Yeah, but no, I agree that I think that we're still at the beginning of this self-automated or automated cars, and we kind of got to give it a little bit of time to get
Develop.
perfect. I mean, when the Model Ts were coming out, people weren't like expecting them to be perfect. They were like the horseless carriage, and so.
Right.
I think give it a little bit of time. We'll get there. Maybe it'll be like
what did they
Minority
call it?
Report.
That was
The
so-
horseless
That
carriage.
was great. That was
That's
so
what I
good.
do here.
Damn, this thing
horseless
goes 20
carriage.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
The horseless carriage.
On that, we'll move into our next segment.
All I wanna do is drink beer for breakfast.
Krager did drink beer for breakfast.
May I say,
Yes.
how professional. You got a little thing back there
Yeah.
that says what you're drinking. It's great for the video.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
This
man.
this is what I do. When you told me you were bringing this, I got it out and I said Bravery Brewing's going up there.
Oh, nice.
And then our Lead Dog peanut butter stout is going up there.
There it is.
And shout
And-
out to our 3 YouTube viewers.
Yeah, thanks YouTube viewers.
Hi,
Yeah,
all of
you
my
find
students.
this too. You guys now videotape,
Oh,
but
God.
not a lot of people
No.
watch the videos.
No, you just give it to them as an
Yeah.
option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
For
I
me,
mean, I found quite a few podcasts that way, so
Yeah.
it's just an option that's out there.
Yeah, I want to get to a point where more people watch the YouTube than listen to the audio, but
Really?
I'm not going to
That's a tough
complain.
sale.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about people listening to my podcast. Like,
Right. I mean,
thank you to everyone.
It just fills my narcissism, you know.
You can watch yourself?
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, you look bad.
Is that anti-narcissism?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, this is the segment where we talk about the beer we're drinking. Jason was kind enough to bring us. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
thanks,
you, Joe,
man.
for looking this up. Bring in the Bravery IPA right here from Bravery Brewing Company out by where you live. It says beer from above. Oh, thank you, Joe. Look at
He
that.
sets you up, man.
Set me up here. So the Bravery IPA, it says hop aromas abound, a medley of tangerine citrus, apricot, ripe melon, and tropical fruits. A dry body finishes with just enough clean malt character to support this fruit foray. That's
Ooh,
a
foray.
nice, yeah,
Beautiful.
foray. I like it. Now, do you guys get the citrus? I'm not getting much of the citrus. I'm getting the
There's-
piney.
There's a definite
Tart.
citrus smell to it.
Yeah.
But I don't get it in the taste.
Maybe my palate's just weird, but I'm getting like very piney flavors, which isn't bad. Like different types of IPAs, different types
getting,
of
like-
hop aromas. And
I'm getting
stuff.
like an orange peel flavor.
That's what I was going to say. The
instead of,
finish
like,
is
an
more
actually-
orange.
Orange,
peel.
orange.
It's a little tart.
Yeah.
Okay, and this
Finish.
is 6.7%
slutty.
alcohol by volume. Wow,
It's tart.
Tart. It's very. It's a whore. It's
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of my language.
It's very
Yeah.
hearty-tarty.
Yeah.
hearty-tarty.
If you don't know, HTTP actually stands for hoity-toity problems.
Hoity-toity-toity problems.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is 60 IBUs, International Bitter Units.
So what does that mean? I have no idea what
so
that means.
IBUs, and sometimes I always
Please.
like you guys say stuff on your podcast sometimes, and I want to write in and be like, 'cause I'm such a beer person, but I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
No,
either.
be that guy,
So
please.
IBUs stand for International Bitter Units, and it's the
Okay.
way to tell pretty much how much hop flavor a beer has.
Which hop flavor gives it a bitterness?
the bitterness,
Yeah.
the piney, the bitterness, all
So
that.
is this one lower, higher?
60 is middle of the ground. So Lagunitas has one called Hop Stupid that has 120.
I've had that.
Yeah, 120
Oh
IBUs.
yeah, and it's very hoppy.
This is 60. That beer right there probably has about 15 to 20 IBUs.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's probably
So it's
pretty
way
smooth.
lower.
It's 50.
Oh, 50?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's
Damn.
way more
50
bitter than a
IBUs.
stout
Maybe some
normally is.
Bitter peanut butter.
I drank that last night, so I should remember, but I don't remember it.
don't remember it.
Yeah, so that's the IPA we're drinking. We'll drink that halfway through the podcast. We'll get into the stout a little bit.
I'll say
love
that
it.
for IPAs, it's super refreshing.
Oh,
I'm not
it's-
an IPA guy,
it
so
is
thank you for
refreshing.
giving
Oh, yeah,
one that's
it is good.
tasty.
And for this
Yeah.
beautiful day in Southern California, where did this weather
You want to
come
walk
from?
in the
but I want it
poppies
all
and
the
drink an
time.
IPA.
Seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
Stay on the trails. Don't destroy all the poppies.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a real thing.
That is true.
yeah.
Okay, guys, we have a new segment right now.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah, a
What?
new
A new
segment.
one?
A new one.
Before you bust out the segment, I do have to make a redaction
Bust out
from
the
last
segment.
week.
Redact.
So my friend and new listener, I got her to start listening to our podcast. She had to correct me because she lives in Vegas. She's like, it is not 80 miles from Santa Clarita to Vegas.
Yeah, he said 80 miles.
It is actually around
80 miles. It's like 200 and something.
It-
He
it's-
sleeps
it-
most of the way.
it's about 260. No, and like I used to go out there a lot, so I used to drive it all the time. And for some reason, my brain was like, 80 sounds good.
Yeah, that's
No.
about right.
So shout out to Marissa. It is actually.
I think it's 80 to Barstow.
Yeah, it's actually about
definitely is.
260 or so,
Yeah.
give or take, to
Yeah.
get there.
Does that mean you can fly?
Yeah, because it's
Sorry, that's a joke from when he was drunk on the podcast.
please.
That's a call back to last week's episode.
And if you don't know, go listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
So, Jason, you had a question?
Oh no, I was just gonna say because it's 99 miles from my house to Ventura. So
Really?
Dang, that's far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, because like from
Wow.
here, from like my house to like Lancaster, if I take Bouquet all the way, it's only like 35 miles.
Yeah.
right.
Okay, guys.
Riveting.
I have riveting.
is
I have
good
a
stuff.
new
Mileage.
segment. This is called hashtag problems.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have a jingle for it.
Can I sing?
Girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems and the bitch ain't one.
Oh shit.
So
Should I know that? Is that an actual song?
So that's
Like-
that's a cover of a song by
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, right.
Or,
Yeah, yeah.
Our British friend.
If you have a girl
Jay-Z.
problems, I feel bad for you, son.
yeah.
Who is this cover by?
Some band from Taiwan or Thailand
I
or
do have to
Thai
say,
something.
if you want a good time, everyone, go watch the YouTube video because Jordan got the most proud smile I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love when I bring new stuff.
So you're fishing the YouTube bottom of the YouTube for stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Exactly. Like I had to find something that wasn't
Yes.
copywritten.
If you want to see our,
Gotta be careful.
everyone,
Yeah.
if you want to see our regularly handsome guests, say hi to the audience.
Hi, audience.
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you want to see the rest of us,
You want to see
like,
the back of
yeah,
my head?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's where we normally put Cam because that's the best side. is
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
So
we gotta look at
hashtag problems is where we come, and this week I'll bring it. But a problem
This is
we
what- this
come.
is what we do?
Yeah, we are
Whoa.
coming.
Yeah, that does happen on
All
a
right,
weekly
this is
basis.
my favorite segment.
Yeah, no, we bring something that happened during the week that's kind of a hashtag problem moment, but not really like a first world problem type
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Right.
So it took me 3 tries to watch Captain Marvel this week, and I was so mad because I went to my theater on Thursday night and I get there and they tell me we can't sell you a ticket, not because this movie is sold out, because their ticketing processing computer
system.
is shut down. Now they've known this since 2 a.m, and I went at 7:30 at night, which means they've had a whole work day to figure out not only how to fix it but an alternative. So I was frustrated. As I said, I'm sorry, did you not sell tickets before computers existed? I'm pretty sure theaters have been around for a lot longer than that. Didn't have an answer. Second, I found out they go, well, if you have a pre-sale ticket, you can go in. So I said, you're playing to empty theaters right now with 5 people that have pre-sale tickets in it, and you won't let me pay to get into this theater.
The thing that I didn't understand.
So I
either-
was so frustrated.
So was this all theaters or just
No,
yours?
just my one. I live across the street from a theater. They told me you can drive across town and go see it, and I was like, "No, madam, I live across the street and I want to see it
I
here."
will not go to the slums of Canyon Country.
I will not take your suggestion that fixes my problem.
What I didn't understand is why they wouldn't let you also buy a ticket online on like their website.
They told me no, and then when I went home, I called the customer service and said, "Can I buy a ticket online and get in?" They said yes. So if she would have told me yes, I could have seen it that night.
Right
So I could have
there,
just
yeah.
right there bought it on my phone.
I gotta call you out on this. You're like, you told me you could have done that, but then you're like, it would have cost me extra $1.50.
$1.50. They charge you the convenience charge online. But it wasn't that. By the time I figured out I could do it, it was 15 minutes past when the movie started. and I didn't want to miss the
Only-
previews
if
because I'm a
only
preview
there
person.
was another
Yeah,
showing
previews are
probably
awesome.
a half an hour later.
9:15. It was an
Yeah,
hour
that's
and a
late.
half
And it's a
later.
Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was a Thursday night. I got to wake up the next morning.
Was this
Yeah.
opening?
I think we all have to wake up the next
No, it
morning.
was the week
No,
after.
it was this most
So it
recent
was this most recent Thursday. So that's a week after it opened.
Okay.
But it was the time I had to go see it. Like I carved time out. Then
And you have to see it because you guys are.
for this podcast,
doing it
which
after
Joe
this.
didn't end up seeing it.
Oh God.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe.
Maybe I will
Yeah.
sit in on it.
Yeah,
then.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be the two
We'll have the
people that haven't seen
uninformed,
it.
yeah, the uninformed to the informed. But then Friday night, I went to go see it again. I apologize, I had to burp. And I go up. It's a 7:30 showing.
Uh-huh.
And I get there about 20 minutes ahead of time. Huge line, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go in and buy at the kiosk. So I go in to buy at the kiosk, and I get up there, and it took me about 10 minutes to get to the front of that line. But it's always a shorter line to do the self-checkout. It's like self-checkout for theaters. I have a coupon thing. It's like a free, you buy them at Costco, the free ticket. So I get up, I put in my thing in, this is all this, and then I go to scan it, and it's not scanning. And I ask the manager who's standing there, I go, it's not scanning. Like, like, how do I scan it? And they go, these machines are too old. They don't scan these. And I said, you're telling me these machines are over 10 years old because these Costco tickets have been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
She goes, well, you can go stand in the line and do it from the front. And I go, okay, my thing starts in 5 minutes, and that line is like an hour long.
It's like, can you?
And I came in here.
Oh, okay. That's really triggering me because like that's
getting triggered.
No, because that's
you
that's-
won't like him
that's-
when he's triggered.
That's terrible customer service because
Yeah.
he can literally go. There's
Go around the table and just do it for me.
There's a back window to the ticket concessions. He can literally be like, oh, this
I was
person
fishing
waited
for
in
that.
line.
I was fishing for that. I was
You're
like, so
gi-
what can I
you
do?
were gi-
Hoping he would
You were
help me
giving
out.
him the opportunity to do what is normal and acceptable.
You're like an A-line haircut and bad highlights away from being a customer service mom.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. I felt so
service
two
mom.
things about that. I felt bad after I did it because I deal with customers and I know how it is, and I'm like, if you would just be nice. And I was passive aggressive most of the time, so I should not have done that. I should have been nice. You normally get more. Was it flies
Catch
with sugar
more-
than
usually,
vinegar
usually you get more white girls with
with Uggs than okay.
Frappuccinos.
Then
That's
with
what it
bear
is.
claws.
The second thing that made me feel bad is the next morning I'm going to the gym and the news is on, and I saw that 53 people in New Zealand died in that
yeah.
mass shooting, and I
Yeah.
went, wow, my problems
First
are
world
really
problems.
minimal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I felt really terrible about myself that actually made me so upset. So
Yeah.
that's hashtag problems.
Again, the reason why we want to get rid of terror.
Yes.
So that way you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
feel
I
bad
can feel-
about your movie theater experience.
I can feel
Right.
good about being a jerk. I can feel good about being an asshole.
Absolutely.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude. That sounds
That's good. What's the hashtag? What is it? What's the?
Oh yeah, you have to make a hashtag
What's
for
the
it.
hashtag?
Is it
Hashtag first world problem.
yeah, it's just hashtag.
No,
first world
we have to do like
hashtag wreck my podcast.
we have to do an
problems.
original one for each
for
problem.
what yours
Hashtag
was.
problems with the 0 instead of an O.
Oh man, hashtag pros.
I do have a question
problems.
about that. Was it a young guy that you asked the question? He was not willing to help you.
So the second night it was girls both times. So
Both
the first night was a
girls.
younger girl who just I should not have been mean to her because she was just the person relaying the
She's just a
information.
messenger, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm alluding to is, do you think they're in the minimum wage category?
Oh, mostly.
Working
Yeah,
at theater?
probably.
Do you think
They were
that
younger.
the
Yeah, they were
higher-
younger.
The more
I'm-
money you make, the nicer you are to people
A
with
little
their
bit, but I've
problems.
also heard that
I'm just
You'd
saying.
probably go out of your way more if you made more money to help them out.
They're like,
honestly.
screw you, I'm making minimum
Yeah,
wage.
they're like, I don't care
I
about
got-
also
yeah.
I'm studying or they're on Instagram or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're
more interesting, useful information that everyone cares about. As I've talked to people who've worked there in the past, and
Is that it's about 17 miles away from your house and it takes you?
no, they treat their employees fairly terribly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
At Regal?
it's like
yeah.
any
Regal
other.
treats their employees like crap.
They don't.
I
get
tweeted
treated
out
very-
to Regal what had happened, and I was like, you went a whole day not selling tickets, but playing your theater. I'm like, that's kind of a dumb thing. And their response was a non-response response. They said, we take our customers very seriously, and we apologize for any inconvenience. We'll make sure this gets to the proper channels.
Hashtag proper channels.
Yeah,
Proper channels.
I like it.
That is very Regal of them.
Yes, no, was not Regal at all. We do have a Patreon question this
You have
week,
better
though.
begs.
Oh,
Do
nice.
we?
You've done
Yeah, I
better.
don't have a jingle for that. Cam, you want to take it away?
It's our Patreon question featuring one of our patrons, and they're gonna ask us questions, and we're gonna answer it right now.
Okay, there you go. That was our jingle for the Patreon question. Cole Fenn of Cole Fenn Enterprises, he asked us a question this week.
Of what? Of what?
So, Cole Fenn is a friend of ours, and we say he works at Cole Fenn Enterprises,
nice.
but he doesn't.
Okay.
That's just his name.
That's just his name. He does work for visual effects on the Marvel movies, so
He does.
we saw his name
And
in the
he's
credits.
actually, when this movie comes out, he's going to be not this movie, this podcast comes out, he's going to be on his way to Boston, where he's starting his new movie.
Boston.
Working on a new.
Do we know which one, or does he have an
it's just
NDA?
a new Ryan Reynolds movie. That's all they told me.
That's awesome, man.
Deadpool 3.
He's in the biz.
I wish, dude.
Detective Pikachu 2.
Detective Deadpool 3.
What if it was just
Deadpool and Pikachu together?
Yes.
What if it was just the proposal to, where it was him and Sandra Bullock like 20 years later?
Don't get me excited. I would
Okay.
watch the
Anyway,
shit out
so
of
here's
that.
the question, and Jason, I don't know how much you're gonna fit in with this.
I'll roll I'll
because
pretend.
he wanted to know what was the most, in honor of my 30th birthday, what was the most 90s birthday party you had as a kid? Now, maybe you've been
I
to
got
like
one.
90s parties as an
Themed?
adult or theme parties. Yes, exactly.
Not too many 90s themed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mostly 80s, but
So when
I've been to 90s.
90s party.
Yeah.
for my 8th birthday,
Yes.
we hired a Red Ranger
Feeling old.
from Power Ranger.
Yes.
Power Rangers, more than one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
The Red Ranger came to my house and did magic
Yeah.
for us.
Wow. A magician Red Ranger. Which Red Ranger's name is Jason.
Jason. It is Jason.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It's a beautiful-
He's
So
here
thanks
now.
for coming to my party. I
Yeah,
really
you're welcome.
appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
This
You
is
do very
the-
well at magic.
So we're expecting some sleight of hand from you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little later. I'll show you some
And so,
yeah.
and I remember my.
It's the only sleight of hand.
Yeah, there you go. There's for the visual audience.
Very good at it.
Masturbation joke.
Little treat for the YouTubers.
That was good. That's really good.
A little treat for the YouTubers and for yourself.
I feel like I'm on Big Mouth.
A salty treat.
But yeah, he did magic for us, and like I think we had like it was like just
I
a power.
missed-
It was a Power Rangers party.
Yeah.
That was it.
That is so 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I was gonna say my '90s
Because
party.
I'm thinking 90s, I'm thinking like Nirvana and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
No, well,
Pearl Jam.
when
Oh yeah,
you're
we all had shotguns at my 90s party.
no, it's because this was my party in the '90s.
Oh, yeah.
A cosmic neon
we
bowling.
go.
Yeah,
night.
that's a good one, too.
I think I did that like 4 out of the 10 years of the 1990s that I had a birthday party.
I still like Cosmic Neon Bowling.
Yeah, but we drink doing it now.
Yeah,
so it makes
it's
a little
enhanced.
bit
So
so
more
much more fun.
Do you have an answer?
Well, no, I don't, because see, you guys are much younger than me. I don't think you realize.
like a couple days. Like
Just a few days, but
Yeah.
yeah, in the 90s, I was in my 20s, so, well, not all of them. The first 3 I wasn't, first 4 I wasn't, but, so yeah, I don't, you there's a point where you don't have Power Ranger parties
Yeah.
when you're in your 20s.
Why
you know what
not?
I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
it's
I think
wrong-
I'm
What's wrong
going
with that?
to.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
yeah, so you just, they kind of just go by. So I don't really have
Right.
a definitive one.
Then do you have like a stereotypical kind of funny
but-
birthday that you can look back?
Yeah, did you have like a
Yeah.
did you have like a heroin chic
fuzz.
party where you guys all just like sat around and like shot up and then like had a great time?
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So in the '90s for you, the party was like going to like the techno raves or the like grunge shows.
I
Pretty
did do
much.
that. One of my favorite '90s birthday parties was my 21st birthday. Went to Carpinteria. Am I allowed to say any of this? I had some mushrooms.
Yeah.
That's kind. We went and got.
Don't
some-
worry, we sell it to the FBI, but it's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We had mushrooms. We camped, and then it rained.
Yeah.
And we
wow.
brought these
Sounds like
girls.
an
They were.
excellent experience.
It was horrible. It was horrible. So we had these girls we brought over from UCSB. They were going to school there, but it's kind of a drive, right?
Yeah.
And the car we had was small, so my friend had to bring them back and forth. And then it rained, and they set the tent up, and it got wet underneath. It ruined the whole thing. And then we went back to their place because
Yeah.
it was raining, and they wouldn't even give us pizza. My friend passed out.
come on.
Wow.
In the bathroom. Never talked to that person
Oh,
again.
dear Lord, those
That's
21st
Wow.
birthday.
Wow. I think that it's kind of like a thing, though, that you have to have some type of crazy experience on your 21st birthday that's
That
not
was
necessarily
mine.
good, but just crazy. So you have a story like
It's
this.
great story.
that's kind of shocking for me to hear because I have lots of friends who went to UCSB and I've
I loved it there. I used to party there all the time.
No, I've partied out.
What's
there.
that place called?
But like Isla Vista.
Isla
Isla
Vista. I was
Vista.
gonna say the one where they like turn over cars and
It's
crap.
the-
When it's like,
it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's very
it's party in the
it's
streets.
crazy, weird, awesome, scary. It's all things you would want in a college
Yeah.
experience. But the one thing I can tell you is every experience I've had in Santa Barbara and Isla Vista is everyone is super nice and
Yeah.
welcoming. So that story is kind
Yeah.
of shocking. Like my first time ever going out there, my friend who I was visiting, she ended up like taking a nap. And it's like a Saturday afternoon. I'm like, I came out here to freaking have fun. And you're napping. And I look out her window and like there are people setting up a Tide slip and slide where you use detergent detergent and a hose and make a slip and slide.
Hey,
so
it kills two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
Clean your clothes.
And so
and
I
have
was
fun.
all like,
Smart.
I left my phone there. I went up there and was hanging out, and like she was a little bit worried when I came back. I'm like, they were awesome. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is fun. And I've had really good experience there, but this particular person, I just was one of those.
Yeah.
She, what it was that she had mushrooms as well, and she did not have a good experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a really weird experience.
That
So
kind of changes it for you.
It really did. She just got all paranoid and weird, and it took our keys and all kinds of stuff. So it was interesting.
My biggest question of that story was, if you had mushrooms and it rained, did they sprout?
They did.
Yeah.
We just put,
dad joke.
We needed more, so we put them in.
Exactly. You're self-sustaining.
Wait, you
Exactly.
couldn't just hide underneath them? They're like an umbrella.
But I will say, the moments that I did have there, it was pretty cool. It
Yeah.
was raining. There were some fun moments.
I've never had shrooms, but I've heard more positive than negative reviews.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're fun. I mean, that's been years for me, but that was my 21st birthday.
Yeah, back shrooms are way different back there, man. You know?
Yeah, they're so much different
Another
now.
process. The man.
Yeah.
know.
Now you got all the
much more.
preservatives.
Yeah, Portobello. So
Poor little Bella.
Love those.
I know nothing about drug usage,
Except
unless
you,
it's
for-
ibuprofen.
Good for
He's
you.
like, I slam that shit daily.
Yeah, I love those blood thinners.
I guess my one is.
Oh yeah, we're on this question. I forgot what question
Still
we're
there.
on.
Galaxy Bowl.
I grew up down in like Van Nuys, Burbank area, and you know like the big Castle golf course place
Yes.
right off
Yeah.
the
I
405?
do, yeah.
We had me and my brother had a joint birthday there because our birthdays are a month apart, so
Okay.
we had a joint birthday party
Cool.
there, and it was
Cool.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you guys smoked a joint? Is that what you're saying?
A
joint
yeah, my dad would like it was like his 12th, my 10th
I don't think he got the
birthday.
joke.
So my dad would give us like a little
Yeah.
hit, just like, it was
Okay,
a present,
playing into it. I like it.
Two-sided joint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We actually
It's like in
we
Pineapple
actually-
Express, the
we
cross joint.
We actually had like the Triforce ones, like all three of us. were
Triforce.
Triforce.
Yeah.
That's cool. Start them young. Oh, that's adorable.
So Joe, how about you?
I've been trying to think of like.
Yeah.
my
Well, I'll
birthdays
tell
as a
you.
kid,
I'll give you another minute here. So I said the Mount Asia roller rink is another one that I would do,
Yeah.
where
There
you
you go.
do that. That
Oh,
was
that's
fun.
That sounds like fun.
But you know what's weird is I went to a friend's 16th birthday at Mount Asia, which I think you're a little too old to be doing Mount Asia birthdays when you're 16 years old. Can
bit,
you
yeah.
guess who it is? Someone we went to high school with. You're the only one who went to high school with me.
Was it Andy?
No, it was Brian Johnson.
Oh, I could have.
Anyway, you guys don't know. That's not relevant. Moving on.
16.
I
But-
had a birthday at Johnny Rockets,
oh, did you?
Oh,
and that's
my
when they still
God.
sang at Johnny Rockets.
Pretty sure
you,
they're
yeah.
still singing.
I don't
do they really?
Yeah,
No
I
way.
was there
They
like
don't pay them enough to
I
do
was
that
there
now.
a few years ago when they were singing.
Oh.
Do they still sing at
It was-
Coldstone?
Stone?
Oh, if you give them a
time you
dollar tip, they sing like "Hi ho, and it's off to work
Oh
we go.
God, I hate that place. I hate it even more.
Yep.
You can only go if you gotta love it.
Yeah.
You just gotta love it.
It's just so sweet. I'd rather go to Froyo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Froyo.
dude, don't
Froyo's
get me
great.
started. All right,
Froyo's great.
little tangent. Underrated. Go to Menchie's to get the pineapple flavor and put chocolate chips in there.
Ooh.
The sweet and salty, little like tangy mix. Oh, it's so good.
You love that tang?
And then when you have that, your cottage cheese sweat tastes better.
Ah, yes. Throwback. And then the last one I was going to say is my favorite birthday party I ever had in the 90s was I went to go see Star Wars in theaters, the re-releases of the originals,
Ooh.
and then had a pizza party and got an N64 for my birthday. That was the best
Epic.
90s birthday.
That is the best birthday. My best
ever.
Christmas ever was getting an N64.
Right? Yeah, that N64 was life back in the 90s for us children. Joe, you got
I
anything?
didn't have an N64.
Nothing. Still.
Nothing.
That explains a lot.
I mean, the the parties that I remember were like your typical, like bouncy house.
Yeah.
Parties with all
Your
your
uncle's
friends
playing
at-
Metallica.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
At either our house or like at a park,
Yeah.
barbecuing, pool.
oh, I
that
remember
kind of
those
stuff.
old like you go
Park
to a
parties.
park and use
Park
like little
parties,
barbecues.
yeah.
at the
Those
park.
were a thing. Yep.
Still happens in,
Yeah.
Lancaster.
Yeah. I will not make the joke I was going to make. And moving on. I want to keep my viewers.
we want to keep the desert folk involved.
Yeah. We're moving on to our next segment. No? Normally Krager has something, but he doesn't
Welcome
this
to
week.
the Round Table News segment. We have Jordan, $1 zillion baby Zeilinger, Joseph, Jaboobaloob, Cubaloob, Hoobaloob.
Whoa.
We have Jason Momoa. He lost some weight.
Yes. Thank
Myself.
you.
Krager, catch me chilling by the Coinstar Krager. And we have Cameron, more money, more problems, Moldor.
Hey, Cam, is everything all right?
It's actually Cameron. Nope. No money. Every problem.
Nope, no money. Everything
No
all
money,
right there, Cam?
All the problems.
You had to step. Oh, no. Okay, we're moving on. So this is the news story segment where we talk about a news story, and my guests frantically start looking at their phones to try and find something that they did not prepare for.
I actually have something prepared.
So, yeah, okay, Joe, you want to start?
Wow.
All right, so my news story. A woman in Cleveland called 911 reporting a person was running and screaming and flailing their arms all in a residential street.
Whoa.
Woman did not feel safe. She said she was afraid to get out of her car, didn't want her kids getting out of the car, and called the police. Police showed up and were quickly able to figure out what was going on. It was just a Browns fan celebrating the fact that Odell
nice.
Beckham Jr.
Right.
is
I
now
thought it was
part
going
of
to be
the
a
Browns.
wacky flailing, inflatable flailing arm two-man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. You guys still looking up there? Jason, you're safe. You don't need to
Good.
worry about this.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just here for
I almost
comedic
brought
effect.
something,
yeah,
actually, but-
you brought beer. That's all you need to bring to this
Good.
podcast to be in our good graces.
I've got something.
All right.
Go for it, Cam.
A court rules the middle finger is constitutionally protected.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, a
Freedom
federal
of speech.
appeals court says a
Nice.
Michigan woman's constitutional rights were violated when she was handed a speeding ticket after giving the finger to a suburban Detroit officer.
Are those two things related? I feel like they're kind of separate. Was she speeding? That's my real question.
Yeah.
Was she speeding or
Was
Yeah,
the ticket
I think
for
they're saying-
speeding while flipping off?
I don't know. I think that they're just probably saying like, hey, you can't.
Is that a DUB
it's
driving
a
under the
DUI.
bird?
Yeah. Driving under the bird. So that's it. I mean, you can flip off
Bird
as
is
many
the word.
cops as you want.
Bird
I
is
guess.
the word, guys.
Nice.
Flip
I
off.
mean,
Bird is the word.
All right, so I'll tell mine real quick here. Here's the headline: Old fat lesbians who smoke pot find captive Instagram audience.
oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
That is amazing. So Maine residents Lee and Sue have been on Instagram for less than 2 weeks, but their account is at 420 Old Fat Lesbians has already gone viral, garnering over
course.
8,000 followers with their deadpan humor about life as two old lesbians who love to get stoned.
I love that.
Yeah, the 25 videos they have posted thus far have accrued tens of thousands of views.
Huh.
Their Instagram followers have seen the two women summon stoner spirits with their Ouija board, smoke pot out of a snowball ice pipe, and even fashion a bong out of Mrs. Butterworth's syrup bottle.
Sick.
They said, I'm going to tap this fine lady right now. This is amazing. The couple said one reason they're going semi-public with their account is because they're tired of the stigmas on weed, on lesbians, fat people, old people. People need to just be who they are and not worry about what others think.
I love that.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
great.
That's rad.
Good for
Celebrate it.
them.
Way to go.
Good for them. I think that's
Totally
amazing.
on board with that.
Yeah. I
don't
think they lived in Florida and then they moved up to
Well,
like
that's Florida.
Yeah, but I think they moved up to Connecticut now or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that, up to like New England.
Making Connecticut famous.
Yeah. So that's that. I got one more here to give Craig a little bit more time. Have you guys heard of Evermore?
He's got it. Is you don't have an iPhone?
No, I don't know what
that's probably
Evermore
what
is.
it is.
So Evermore, this is going to get real nerdy here, Jason, for you. I'm sorry.
Evermore.
Evermore is an interactive RPG park.
Oh, I'm in.
So it's a theme park
I'm in.
that's like World of Warcraft
So
meets
you-
a Renaissance fair.
So you're not really there.
Well, no, you go there.
Oh.
You go there and you dress up as your character.
Sick.
And then you go on quests with people in the
Sick.
real village
shit.
of Evermore. So the guy who created this, you know what the Void is? You guys know
Yeah, I know what the Void is, yeah.
So the Void is a VR experience. They have it down in the Glendale Galleria.
They also have one over at Downtown Disney.
Downtown Disney, where it's like Star Wars or Ghostbusters themed. The guy who created that created Evermore.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's like if you want to get extremely nerdy and live your RPG life.
So when are we going?
Yeah, where
now,
is
yeah.
this?
Is this something you guys would do?
I would do it 100%.
hands down.
100%.
Hands down,
It's like
yes.
the ultimate LARPing,
Yeah,
which
I'm in.
is
Live action role play.
live action role playing. This is
Or
right
or
outside
basically what Joe calls a Sunday.
a Sunday
in his bedroom.
This is right outside of Salt Lake City, Utah,
was
which is a
live action
weird
role play.
spot for it.
Yeah.
and it's closed right now because of the winter, but
Yeah.
they're open spring and summer.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Wait, where'd you say it was?
Salt Lake City.
Okay,
yeah.
gotta go.
So
Yeah.
So what would that look like? A weekend? You guys, we're gonna go.
I know that
Go
he would
up.
probably dress up as a fish man.
I probably would be.
And you just roll. You just go through.
Yeah,
all
you go with it. You
And you
create your
play your
persona
character,
and your
yeah.
character, and you just don't. It's like method acting the whole time. You just don't break character. I would probably be like some type of like futuristic
be
guy
a-
who came back in time and dressed up like a vaudevillain type character
yeah,
with like a
that'd be cool.
twirly mustache. But like I
actually-
have the knowledge of the future and I wear a monocle, but the monocle
So
is like a
steampunk?
binocular.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
kind of steampunk.
Yeah,
I
you'd be
feel like I would go for
steampunky.
that.
See,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just about to make. I was about to make a joke saying you just come back as yourself with a mustache.
Pretty
So,
much.
yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I would either be a fish person from my D&D character named Fish Person, or
Oh, that's creative.
or I would be I would be a like an elf. I would be
elf person.
I would be like an elven druid, and I'd wear like my robes like covered in branches and leaves and stuff.
There you go.
Be the coin-operated elf.
I would be the
coin-operated elf.
Sounds like you really want to branch out here.
I do really, yeah.
Oh, pun. I like that. That's good. Nice
Leave
job.
me alone.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Okay. Craig, you finally got one?
I have one.
Nice. Good job.
So heavy metal can be good for your mental health. It might
agree.
sound
I agree as well.
contradictory, but getting caught up in heavy metal music might actually be good for your head. Listening to heavy metal and extreme like heavy music can help purge negative emotions such as anger and depression, according to a 2015 study.
I find that just a healthy dump does that for me.
But you know what? Some of us aren't as regular, Jason.
It's that fiber. It's
we
that
need
fiber.
some other stuff to help us out
That's
with that.
why you should buy ad placement.
They say that heavy metal, you say it's good for your head. It's not good for your ears, though, and I'm a testament to that.
Yeah.
That's why
What?
I'm pretty much... Huh?
Well, yeah.
Say something?
What?
Huh?
Oh, what? Same here.
Yeah.
That's
wrong with your
but
ears?
That's not heavy metal. That's just-
Because I did so many band practices not wearing headphones
Yeah.
that
Same.
you and Eric did, and now I can't hear
Yeah.
for shit.
My hair,
So,
my ears are gone.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
So
That-
okay, you
that's
are.
also why
Are
you
you guys
wear
in the same band?
So me
We were at
and
one
him
point.
were in the same band, and the
Okay.
one I sent you, I'm like, you're going to be extremely disappointed in me that I was in a hardcore band.
Yeah.
But we were in that together. Cam was in a band during the same time, but we were not friends. We didn't meet Cam until about a year ago.
Yeah.
But he was in a band that we had played with. He wasn't in that band at the time. That was a ska band.
But
Oh,
actually, what's really
there
funny?
we go. That's what I'm
what's
talking
really
about.
funny
Yeah.
is the way we all knew each other. Is I was a groupie for both bands. So
Oh,
it's not
right.
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You were a fluffer.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a
I'm
pretty
Still
kidding.
is.
I'm kidding. Chris.
He still
I
is.
apologize.
No, so we were in the band together. He was in a different one, and I
Cool.
just blew my ears out doing that because
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm 22 and I'm gonna live forever, you know.
One
So
point we started practicing with earplugs in.
yeah, we finally started using earplugs.
Were you ever in a band?
Yeah, he's for 20 years. Yeah,
wow.
drummer for 20 years. So yeah, no, and I hated earplugs. And there's better ones now that it just lowers the decibels and doesn't ruin the sonic
Yeah.
quality. But those ones that just deaden the sound, they
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause
especially if you're trying to listen to the vocalist, or even if you start singing backups.
Yeah.
It's you can't do it.
Our drummer
Stuff.
would wear the headphones you wear when you go shooting. So I don't know how he heard anything.
Noise canceling.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, I don't know how you knew what was going on. Yeah.
You have to hear. I mean,
Yeah.
you really have to hear. So I don't know. There's really good headphones. I mean, earplugs out there
Yeah,
now. though.
yeah.
So.
We were cheap. We just went to what was it?
Like Rite Aid.
Radio Shack.
No, we would go to Lowe's and buy like the 20 pack
Yeah,
for
those are the ones
$2.
that suck.
Yeah, those were not
You
good.
squeeze them and they look like a little
And they
penis.
expand. Yep, exactly. I ear dildoed myself a
Yeah,
few times.
that's
So yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Moving on to our next question. Oh no, hang on. I got a little ahead of myself. Here's our next segment.
Nice. Yeah. Come on.
This is a normal segment we do. Things to ponder here at the Wreck My Podcast.
Yeah, I like those.
That we do real quick here. Yeah, Jason, you do these a lot
Yeah,
actually. I
yeah.
feel like we probably have some crossovers here. on
Probably,
this.
yeah.
This one is thing to ponder. It's how come abbreviated is such a long word.
God dang it. Jesus. So true.
Oh yeah.
Ah, look at him. He's thinking. He's naked.
Yeah. Naked and
I mean,
thinking.
I don't
That's
think
why I just
naked.
I just
making it
abbrev
dumb.
things.
You abbrev things. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abbrev. I think I only think in the shower, so I do
I
think
do
naked.
think in the
Yeah,
shower.
that's
Yeah,
where I
that's
do.
true.
That's where I do my thinking. Okay,
Just
we
like that
we
guy.
have a second new segment here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cheers.
2 for 2. Cheers. Oh,
Cheers
and we're
to
all
that.
empty, which
Nice.
means
Oh, shit.
beer time. Oh, you reminded me, Jason. It's like, did you forget to collect the homework? So we're gonna take a break real quick, wash our
Okay.
glasses out, get some peanut butter stout,
Nice.
and then we're gonna go on with Uber Facts with Krager.
Oh, I love those. I love facts.
Yeah.
I can bring some facts.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you're supposed to suck on it.
That's right where we're coming in.
You just
You're
gotta
supposed to
suck
suck
on
on it. So we're back. We're drinking the peanut butter stout by Lead Dog. What do you guys think?
It smells like peanut butter.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
it's-
saying it smells like a freshly cracked peanut out of the shell to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. But it's what I like about it is it's not overly. It's not an overwhelming amount of peanut butter.
Yeah.
No.
Because that would turn me off. I'm not
Yeah.
really. I like peanut butter, but not too much, especially not in a drink. That
Yeah,
would
Jordan
annoy
and
me.
I are peanut butter whores.
Yeah, I'll eat it spoonfuls out
same,
of the jar,
same.
and I'm fine with it. And I also wear my pajamas all day and cry when I watch Sleepless in Seattle. So this one here,
It's very good. It's very
yeah,
good.
it's very
Yeah.
good. So this is by Lead Dog Brewing in Reno, Nevada. I've never heard of them until this beer popped up on the scene out
it
here in
Lead or
Southern
Lead?
California.
Yeah, is it Lead Dog?
No, I think it's Lead Dog. Like
It's so
in-
tough. You can say it either way. You know
I think it's like when you have like the
Damn you, English
What is it? The
language.
mush dogs? What are those called?
Sled dog.
Sled dogs.
dog.
They have a mush dog. Mush
Have you
dog.
never
It's
seen
leading
Cool
you.
Runnings with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
No,
wrong
No,
movie.
wrong movie.
Eight
That
Below.
movie's called
Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs.
I
Who?
love Cool Runnings, by the way.
Hey,
I'm
kiss my
sorry.
lucky egg, man.
Sanka, you
Sanka,
dead, man.
man. So this is, it says brewed on the front yard of the amazing Lake Tahoe. So it's out by Lake Tahoe.
Oh damn.
No,
That's cool.
If you notice, I was laughing earlier when I was reading the can. In the ingredients, it literally says ingredients. First one is Lake Tahoe water.
Nice.
So they went into the lake and just scooped out some water.
It says here, very cheap operation over there. It says Lead Dog Brewing, founded in 2016. Lead Dog Brewing is located in the heart of Reno's brewery district. I didn't know they had one. Come give us a visit and meet Roxy, our mascot, and the original Lead Dog, Leo Dog.
So it's up for interpretation.
Yeah. So this has vanilla flavors too, because it says stout with natural peanut butter and vanilla beans, which is cool. It's a 6.6%.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Super
And it's
good.
low on the alcohol percentage for like an imperial or something, where you're not getting in the 10%, you're getting in the 6. So you could throw a few of these back if you can handle it. What's up, Krager?
Yeah,
you
what's
want to
going
share
on
with the
over here?
class?
One
What's going
One
on?
of the ingredients is Cascade hop, so every time we touch Cascade,
They're falling.
So I'm
Oh
like,
my God, Krager,
So
keep it in your
it's
pants.
It's like almost like an oxymoron. Cascade hops.
Yeah.
Hops are going up. And whatever. Just forget it.
I get it.
Just forget it.
I like
Just
the
forget
intensity.
it.
Eye of the tiger.
Yeah, I was good.
So it
Own
says, we took a great stout and made it into something irresistible. The stout remains. It retains all the notes.
Yes.
I can't read here.
Yes.
This stout retains all the notes of the chocolate malt and vanilla beans from our original Choconilla stout and combines a hint of delectable peanut butter to the aroma. We all love dessert, especially when it's in beer form. It says keep refrigerated below 37 and enjoy fresh. Why do they put that on the can?
But it's not overly sweet like a dessert beer would be.
No.
It's got like what were you saying? What is it?
The Well, the ABV is 6.6.
IBU is 50, so
Yeah,
it's still got a little bit of tart to it, but it's got a strong nose of peanut butter. And I just really dig it.
I think it makes sense that they threw the
And
Cascade
I'm not
hop
a
in there.
I'm not a fan of this type of beer, but this is really good.
Yeah,
because they do the root beer. Beer tastes like root beer. Tastes
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah.
Really. Pardon my language.
Yeah.
Am I
No,
allowed
you're
to
allowed
say-
to. No, this is the
But
episode.
you guys are so.
This is the episode.
I'm like listening to you guys. They don't cuss.
Oh no, I cuss all the
I
time.
have virgin
It's-
fucking ears over here.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch your fucking
Okay, I
mouth.
gotta be careful.
There we
I gotta
go.
Be careful over here. Oh, so anyway, so yeah,
Other explicit language.
you've had the root beer ones, right?
I've had a bunch of
and
the
I
root
Yeah,
do
beer
they're
not
not that
like
good.
them. I do not like them. It feels like they put
Yeah.
a lot of artificial.
It's like cough syrup
stuff in it.
sometimes.
There was
Penis.
one. I was listening to one of your shows, and it was talking. You were talking about how you didn't like one of the beers that. Was
Tastes
it
Like Space.
Krager? Oh yeah, was it you that had it?
No, it
It
was
was
Every,
Krager.
yeah.
Yeah, we all really like it. The
So
three
at
of us.
Milky
except for
Way,
Jordan.
right? Was it
Yes,
Milky
that was,
Way?
it was called Taste Like Space.
And it
It's
was-
supposed to taste like a Milky Way. Yeah.
Yeah, forget that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Oh, but have you
Give me a
tasted it yet?
beer.
Have you
I
tasted
haven't.
it?
I haven't. I would,
It'll change your life, dude.
I'd be willing to try
It's
it.
really good.
But
is.
but
No,
I,
it is
I
an acquired
agree with
taste.
you if
Yeah.
if it's got a little bit of artificial flavoring kind
Which
of
it
thing,
kinda does.
a hint of
It
that.
does.
And I'm,
It does.
I'm
Artificial.
done
It's
with it.
why I can't drink a caramel coffee
Macchiato?
from McDonald's.
yeah.
It tastes like plastic to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Real
Shouldn't
quick,
eat the cup.
hot take on this
Hot
beer.
take.
I just took my last sip and smell of it, and it's a fucking Nutter Butter cookie.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
it
It's
is like
that
a Nutter
kind
Butter
of
cookie.
like Nutter Butter smell and taste.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
could
really
see that,
good, man.
definitely.
This is,
I think
would
I
enjoy
think what
this.
kind of cuts the sweetness for you is that Cascade hop, which
Yeah.
is a pioneer hop. It gives it that bitterness.
Yeah.
So it really just cuts that sweet. So it
Yeah,
works perfectly.
it's
there.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good beer.
No,
Give
it
me
is
some
a
of
good
that
beer.
earth.
This is really good.
Yeah, it is a good beer. All right, so now we're moving on to our next segment here, which is brand new. I have a fun jingle for Krager.
Of course
this is
you do.
This is Uber Facts with Krager.
Oh damn!
Welcome to Uber Facts
Nice
with
job.
Krager, the segment where Krager says some stuff, we say some stuff, and some stuff happens.
So
Now here he is. Take it away, Kreger.
Yes. The seal of approval.
The seal of approval. With
seal
a
of
seal.
approval.
So Joe said something. Are these facts about Uber drivers?
Yes, Lyft and Uber drivers.
So I will explain the rules. So basically, I'm going to present 4 facts to you guys from the Uber Facts website, and 3 of the facts will be Uber facts, and one.
Hey, you
of
might
the
want to get a little
facts-
closer to that mic there.
3 of the facts will be Uber
Just
facts.
put it in your mouth. You know what I mean?
One of the facts I have altered or made up.
Okay.
So
got it.
you guys have to figure out which out of the 4 is the fake one that I have made up.
What do you win?
Well, this isn't for
A
the
new
title.
car.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually gonna go to SeaWorld and steal you a seal.
Oh, amazing.
So you won this brand new can that's been drained.
Oh, nice.
But it's
I'll
brand
take
new.
I'll take a brand new can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so the first
cans.
4 are going to be I lost.
Oh,
Wow, you had one job.
Where's the
Kreger.
womp womp?
Oh, here you go.
Jeez.
I forgot his name. It's Alan Rickman facts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know
Don't
who
know
Alan
that.
Rickman?
Have no clue.
Okay.
Hans Gruber from Die Hard.
Still not with you.
Was that one of your facts?
Professor
Did he die
Snape.
recently?
He did die,
Okay,
like
then I do
last
know.
year. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Galaxy Quest. Okay.
Again.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He is an actor.
He's been in front of
Okay.
cameras.
So here's the first of 4. He has a perfect male voice. In 2008, linguist Andrew Lin and sound engineer Shannon Harris analyzed voice samples from more than 50 people, which is a very low sample size, to determine what makes a perfect human voice. And the answer turned out to be a mixture of Alan Rickman and Jeremy Irons.
Okay.
Okay,
So that's your first.
that's the first. That's
Okay.
the first one.
I'm with you.
His first career was in was in graphic design. Rickman was interested in drama as a teenager, but after studying graphic design at Chelsea College and Royal College of Arts, he and a few friends started their own graphic design business called Graffiti. After
Don't think
several
so.
successful years, he began doing theater and then enrolled in RADA.
Are we guessing now or are we
No,
waiting?
you have to go.
I have to retain all this?
Yeah, because there's
You aren't taking notes? There's no notes going over there?
Okay,
I think you could just add the facts and not like the little fun things.
okay.
I've already lost the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Who are we talking
I'm just
about again?
kidding.
Who are we talking about?
then I'll go shorter for these last 2. Him and his longtime partner met when they were teenagers and have been together for 50 years.
Okay.
And then the last one is he auditioned for the Clone Wars.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like he auditioned for the Clone Wars because I think he would probably
Yeah.
try to be Count Dooku.
Yeah, he'd be a
instead
great
of,
Dooku.
Yeah, and then I feel like
Speaking of, I just took a great Dooku.
yeah, that was a good Dooku. Keeps you regular. Oh man.
So I'll go.
Hang on.
I'll do it really quickly. What
I'm almost with you, Jason, where he was saying the graffiti.
Come
Because
on.
I feel like that's a Kreger
He's
joke
so-
there.
He's so old. That
Yeah, graffiti. I don't know.
That is a Kreger joke.
I'm going
I'm
between.
gonna go.
Do you guys want me to reread all?
I'm
of
gonna,
them?
no, I
I'm gonna
remember
say,
him.
I'm gonna say that the bullshit one is the one that he's been with his partner for 50 years.
Because that's the other one I was going with. Because I'm like, I know when he died, he was in his 60s.
Yeah.
Are we
So for
taking
50
2
years?
bullshit ones, or is it only
It's
one?
only
bullshit
one
one.
bullshit one.
Oh,
3 are real. One is
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
I'm going with graffiti. That's. I'm
Okay.
going
I think I'm gonna. But the 50 years trips me out too. It's
a lot of years.
If it was 40,
That's a lot of
it's a
years.
lot of years.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the
that's-
graffiti too. I'm gonna go with the. That's my gut. That's
Cam,
my
I'm
gut.
joining you. I'm going for the 50 years.
Are all of any of us right?
It's the
He
perfect voice.
auditioned for the Return of the Jedi.
Good job, man.
Oh wait a
Yeah.
trip us up.
They have been a couple for 50 years.
Oh, jeez.
The company really was called. It's GRAPHITTI.
PHITTI.
Wow, did he create that in the 90s?
It doesn't say what year.
Probably.
It says one. He was a
innovative.
yeah. But anyway, and then the other one was, he does have.
Does
the
it
perfect
say
voice.
what role he was auditioning for in
It actually
Return of the
does.
Jedi?
General Grievous.
I was actually really
No,
nervous.
Return of the
I
Jedi.
was like,
Return of the Jedi.
This is the one I wanted to.
I thought he
make
said
fake,
Revenge of the
but I was
Sith or
really
something.
nervous.
Emperor
Like, you know
Palpatine.
so much about Star Wars.
Wait,
like,
let me guess who he auditioned for.
It was.
So he did audition.
Yeah, he
It was
auditioned
for,
for
wait,
Wicket.
don't tell me.
I'm saying
It was Wicket.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. He
Wicket.
auditioned probably either for actually the Emperor, because at that point he hadn't been shown on screen.
I'm going to go with Obi-Wan.
You are wrong.
No,
I was waiting for a
Sorry, I looked down. Sorry.
Vader's face.
Vader's face. Actually, yes.
That's not a bad
Vader,
one, actually.
Or possibly Bib Fortuna.
Oh, if he was Bib Fortuna, that'd be sick.
I
Jason's
don't-
like, who
I
the
don't
hell
know
is
who-
Bib Fortuna?
I don't know who this is. I think Jordan might be the only one.
So like Speakrum.
Admiral
Akbar.
Marv Gerard, who oversaw the construction of the second Death Star.
Yeah, it's the dude who has the one scene that shows up and he goes, and
That's
Vader
all?
tells him that he
like
stands
this.
like this, and
Yeah.
Vader tells him the Emperor's coming. He's like, "We're set on schedule, sir." And he's like, "But,
Yeah, that's it.
but Emperor's coming." He's like, "Why would the Emperor be coming to the facility?"
Well, it might be
Yeah.
early.
Why are they
early in his
Asian?
career.
Why is he
Why are they
Japanese?
Asian?
That's what he sounds like.
Oh, you didn't see the Japanese version?
You know what? It was on my Netflix account. It was on the list,
Okay.
but
Okay, so that makes sense. That's a small
So
role.
then the next one is
Wait, no, we're doing one. That's it. I don't
One?
know.
Okay.
We don't have time. We're already at an hour and 5 minutes,
Oh,
bro. We got
shoot.
more to
Okay.
go through with
Okay.
it.
All right,
that
all
went
right.
quick.
Well, that
Yeah.
has been Uber Facts with Krager. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Uber Facts with Krager.
Get down and dirty.
Yep, so that was Uber Fast and Krager.
That was good.
I like
The
it.
delivery will be
Where'd you
better
get this
next time.
picture?
This picture was taken by Chris Kipka
Looks
during
so-
one of our first recording
you can see the
experiences.
fridge in the
Fridge,
background.
Before we had windscreens on our mics, so all of our P's were hard, and we got that checked out by a doctor, and now
That's
none of our
always.
P's are hard.
That is always.
That's
Yeah, that's what she said.
because
She loves the hard
I,
P.
I drink pure salt water.
Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to the next one here.
Hey, someone got it.
Got it.
Moving on to our next one here.
All right.
Nice.
While we haven't heard or seen it, there was something to perceive it. Level type and hype, give us something to believe on. When they chose to focus emphasis, we're forming a hypothesis. But all we really know is that we're stoned on this, stoned on this, stoked on this.
That song by Ben from Petrified Gumbo Music means that we're stoked on something this
Yes.
week.
Stoked.
Stoked. Stoked.
Stoked.
Stoked. So I'm going to start it off here real quick. The first thing I'm stoked on is that I am the guest on another podcast called The Comic Book Rundown starting this week.
Yes.
So it's hosted by Joe Gennaro and Ron Haynes, but I only was on with Joe Gennaro, and we discuss the Avengers. I read 9 Avenger comics from like the 60s. There was a lot of sexism and racism in them back then, and we discuss every one that we read. So that's a lot of fun. Go check out the Comic Book Rundown, and you'll hear my obnoxious voice on there. Anyone else got anything?
That's nice.
Well, since you already brought it up, a new Avengers trailer was came out.
Yeah.
I had a hard P for that one. Do you keep up on trailers at all, Jason,
Look,
or no?
so I am completely opposite of all
Yeah.
of you, but that's the beauty, and we can
Yeah.
sit here and have a podcast together.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I am not. I'm a more of an independent film guy. I do like film.
Yes.
But I'm not. I'm definitely not a superhero film person. It's not. I make fun of David a lot. We have
Yeah.
that. We have that in common. That making fun of each other thing. But no. So, but I can still be entertained by it. But yeah, that's not the genre of film that I'm
So
into.
what would you say your favorite film is, since you're more into like the indie dramatic?
As chick flick as this may sound, The Garden State's one of my favorite films. I love that film.
Yeah, I enjoy that film too.
love
You
that.
may not know about Cam, but Cam has a master's in fine arts for film,
Okay.
and he's directed some movies, and he does not like Garden State.
That's okay. It doesn't say anything about me.
exactly.
I just love
And
it.
I'm
fine,
with you.
yeah.
I'm a huge Zach Braff fan.
Yeah,
I
same
enjoyed it. I always say that I am like the McDonald's to his Ruth Chris Steakhouse when it comes to movies. So if it makes me happy, I don't care.
That's
and
it.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have a fine arts in any of that, so
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the finer details.
Exactly.
I
Me
think
neither.
I think I'm more like maybe where he would be when it comes to music, because I've been playing music for so long. I'm a little bit more
Yes.
critical of music than I
100%.
would be. But with film, like for example, we just watched The Green Book.
Yeah.
And then we watched a film that my wife wanted to watch, Mindy wanted to watch, The Favorite. I
Okay.
don't know if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Is that
I've
the
heard
one
about
that's
The
set in like England in like the
Super dark.
1800s or something?
Super dark. It was very well done,
Yeah.
but I was let down at the end. But The Green Book, what a great film.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a great film. You know, you think the bottom's going to fall out of it. It never really does, and it's just got this kind of positive vibe to it, and I dug that kind of film.
That's cool. So you're going on like an Oscar kick right now.
Oh, we just did a few. Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
We rented a
Okay.
few.
So
I
if your name is
typically-
Oscar and you live in the AV area, watch
We're on
out.
kick.
He's coming to
He's
kick
coming for you. He's
Watch
going on an
out,
Oscar
Oscars.
kick. He's kicking you.
Yeah, bastards.
Yeah, I'm not. I typically don't ever watch Oscar films. Last year I watched The Shape of Water, and that was about it.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
was okay.
I had to watch it in 2 sittings. It's really long.
It is long.
What shape
Yeah,
was it?
That's what she
What
said.
shape was it?
Yeah.
It looked like a dick.
I'm pretty
It's long.
He
Yeah.
he had to watch it in 2 sittings because there's so much water he had to pee a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The Shape of
tripping me
Water.
out.
It
Drinking
was
too
long,
much.
hard, and full
Yeah.
of semen.
Hey,
Okay,
sounds like the
then.
Navy.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, may I say what I'm stoked on?
Yes, go for it.
We're in California, and I'm stoked that spring is coming. It's been sort of a rainy, and I'm not complaining about the rain. We need it, but I'm so happy that it's going to start getting warmer.
Oh, yeah.
And
100%.
I'm just looking forward
I
to
gotta
that.
say, I am so excited for us here in Santa Cruz Navy for our 2.5 weeks of spring. It's gonna be
It's going to be
Can't
great.
wait for the 2.5 weeks, and then
70
it's 300
and then
degrees.
9,000. Yeah, the sun.
Well, on that note, they
that shit.
reported that due to all the rain we've had, California for the first time since December of 2011
Wait, drought? What?
is
What are you gonna
out
say?
of the drought.
What?
Yep.
We made it, guys. It's
We made
over.
it.
For the first
We
time.
made it. Congratulations.
So now bring the water prices down.
I don't have people. Oh, darn. All right.
that's the shape of our water.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys homeowners?
I am a homeowner.
Okay,
Yes.
I
so
thought you were going to say homo, and I was like, me.
Yeah, you're a homo.
So prices go up, they never go down. Now we're out of the
Yeah.
drought, prices won't go down.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm excited about Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
great.
You got cast for that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
That's going to be
I saw-
coming out shortly.
I saw some pictures of that in him in a character like
In the
a
sweater?
month or two ago, and it was like
If you want
scarily
to
uncanny.
destroy my sweater. Oh, yeah.
Walk away.
Which-
Let's not do this again.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, Gregor said, did you tell me last night the Black Album let you down a little bit?
It let me down too.
So I was like, bleh. Just like that. I did not
Yeah.
like it at all.
Madison, my wife, told me the Teal album, since it's all covers, they should have called it the Steel, but the S is like in parentheses, so it's like the Teal but Steel
That would've
album.
been great, 'cause,
And
like-
I was like, way to
Because,
go,
like,
Dad.
I get it. The Teal album isn't anything they actually
call Madison
did.
Dad?
Right.
It's,
Dad
it's
joke.
their
Dad
own
joke.
rendition of it.
Right.
But I listened to the Teal album on repeat at work
Well,
multiple times.
there's familiarity with
Yeah.
the songs,
And
and who
I'm
doesn't love
someone-
No Scrubs?
Right.
Like, come on.
especially their version.
Yeah.
of it. And their
That's pretty
version of Africa was
Oh, so good.
really good.
Africa is
my
just so
favorite
good.
was
I love that song.
Sweet Dreams.
Oh yeah, that's a good song
But,
anyway.
Made of these.
But like, and
Yeah.
I do enjoy Weezer and all the stuff that they write themselves. But for some reason, the Black Album just did not speak to me.
Well, now
It
was that
really-
original tunes?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
and
all
it's,
stuff they
it's
created.
their new, most recent
Okay.
original album, and it's very mediocre.
Yeah.
Like
And we don't want no mediocre.
What do you mean by mediocre? What is it? Is it typical Weezer? Is
No,
it just totally
it's like,
different?
It's and not totally
Every
different.
song
where
is
they're
like Beverly
trying-
Hills?
where they're trying something fun, and like trying to branch out. But like we live for that like Weezer crunch and
Yeah.
like all that stuff.
The whole
and it
90s
just,
vibe, yeah.
and it didn't exist in this album.
Yeah, people change so
What
much.
do you think about though the one they did? It's like it wasn't the color. It was like we, the end of the world, or we,
It's the end of the
something
world
about
as we know it?
everything. No, something about everything. It came out. It had like a big robot on the cover.
Oh, that like big monster
I
thing.
don't remember what that one was called, but it wasn't a color. I feel like that one was very uncharacteristic of
Yeah,
Weezer
it
as
was
well.
uncharacteristic.
Oh, so they show that pattern
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Which you
Yeah,
know,
it
hey,
just-
if they're
which-
innovating, that's fine.
Which
Like they got to get out of their
I do
comfort
have to
zone.
say this. Like this is simply my opinion of it. I'm not bashing them for what they did. They used their creative platform and did something they want to do. More power to them. It just didn't speak to me. That's all it is.
Yeah, 100%.
There could
Lady
be-
Gaga is more your thing, right?
Actually, her younger brother, Dave Gaga.
He's a handsome fellow.
Dave
Yeah,
Gaga.
Dave Gaga's great.
what did we say at trivia? We were like, Gaga.
Radio
Gaga.
So, oh yeah. so,
Radio Gaga.
so the song by Queen, Radio Gaga. I was like, Radio Gaga, Gaga.
Yes.
Craig, are you stoked on anything?
I had a few things that were on my Facebook that I saved, and for some reason, my Facebook
My Facebook app.
it didn't download. But so I guess I will bring up the one thing I was stoked on that I found out was fake. Someone did a trailer for a like this generation
Fresh Prince.
Oh, I saw
and it
that.
was really dramatic and amazing.
Bel Air.
And
I
I,
did
thought
not
it was
like it.
Oh, really? I mean, I thought it was cool. It was also it felt a little bit like It's like over the top a little bit.
Yes, that's why I didn't
darker.
like it.
Yeah, but it also was like it could have been really good, and I was a little bit let down when I found out it was a mock. It was like just like something someone created. It's not real. It doesn't have any.
Yeah,
like,
Krager thought he was
traction.
going to tell
Yeah.
me something cool, and he's like, "Did you see that new trailer? They're doing a new
And then
Fresh
Jordan
Prince." I'm like,
just
"Yeah, it's
basically,
fake."
like, took me and like slammed me down.
That was
Like,
wreck.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I thought it was, and then I very quickly I was like, I realized this is not. This is
Oh no!
this is
See,
a parody.
because of the quality that they did it in, and how it was very close to the original stuff. I was like, oh, this is like very clearly a reboot. And like, if anyone knows anything about us as people, we always reboot everything.
We
can't
do.
come up with new stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I enjoyed watching it, and I think it'd be kind of cool to redo something like that.
Yeah, I think they with a more modern twist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess something else I'm stoked on. I didn't realize that if you're rich, you cannot pay to get your kids into college. That's cool.
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
about that?
What's the point of being rich now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What is the point?
Yeah. Whatever. Let them have their first.
Aunt Becky.
Let them have their 23rd Amendment rights. What's going on?
Aunt Becky, she's fallen far.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
and she's off the show now.
Yeah, she got kicked off the
It's off the
Fuller
show.
House.
Was she actually on Fuller House?
Yeah, she was on Fuller
Fuller
I watched
House, yeah.
one episode of Fuller House. I couldn't make it through
watched
it.
Care
I
less.
watched
Yeah.
half of the first episode. And
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear James Gunn's coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I did.
That is such good news.
Disney
Welcome back,
bended the
buddy.
knee. Disney bended the knee. So after the firing of James Gunn, did you hear about this controversy where James Gunn a while back got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Disney because of some tweets he did about 10 years ago,
No.
making light of pedophilia and stuff like that?
Oh, okay.
And he came out right when it happened and said, "I apologize. I was wrong. I was fresh out of film school. I was trying to be provocative. I was trying to make a name for myself. That is not what I think anymore. I'm 100% wrong." Disney still fired him because
That's
they
what
don't want the
do.
backlash.
has a
Can't do it.
reputation,
They
yeah.
brought him back though, and he's been apologetic
That's
ever
awesome.
since then. They brought him back saying his actions prove that like he does care and like didn't actually just be like, "Ooh, don't."
I mean,
what I say is what I say, kind of thing. you know?
Honestly, what is the purpose of inventing the words "I'm sorry" if they don't have any validity?
But people
Yeah.
say them just so flippantly now
do.
that
They
you,
do,
you don't
but-
think people are sincere anymore.
It's the same way
true.
with athletes. Like right now, we're dealing with a lot of domestic violence in like sports, and like
Well, are we? Or are we just noticing it more because it's all under the microscope? I
that's
mean,
true.
Could
it's
be.
always been there.
Yeah.
it's always been there, but now like we're being more like alerted of it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still only surrounding basically football.
That's because you have to have there's a different mental state. When
And
you
there's
play
also
football.
more football players than there
Yeah.
are basketball players.
on a basketball-
Same amount
on
of
a-
teams, but there's so
on
many
a
more
basketball
players.
roster, there's 13 to 15, and on a football roster, there's 52 plus another
Yeah.
like 15
Plus
to
you
16
have
on
a
the practice
practice
squad.
practice
We have
squad,
the
yeah.
Canadian League. We have the new Spring League. We have the XFL coming back. Like there's a lot.
Yeah, XFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Can we try out for the XFL? Do you
I
think
would
we'd be
fail
able to do it?
miserably.
Apparently,
I was
Cam got like there were. You can tell the story. Of
Which story?
The Canadian Football League players.
Oh yeah. So at my school there were Canadian football quarterback, starting quarterback, working out with a slot receiver there, and I got to work out with them, and I threw a couple passes. I threw about 15 passes, and I hit a dude in stride like 65 yards down the field.
nice.
Yeah, and,
Nice,
and
man.
slung a
And
couple.
this is your announcement that you are leaving America to go to the Canadian
Well, the guy
Football
told me
League.
that I was better than most of the quarterbacks in this league.
Well, it is Canada. All right, moving on to our next one.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
Cam, did you want to share about since last week we did the episode on The Odd Couple?
Oh yeah, about Caden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us.
So
Super
Caden,
stoked.
one of the kids in my cast, he played one of the women in my cast. He that Sunday that we recorded the podcast, there was a casting director in the audience, and Caden
I gave him a shout out. Yeah.
Caden dropped out of high school because he got cast in like a major role.
That's crazy.
Which is
Off of
awesome.
that role. I mean, he
Yeah.
did a great job,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That at a private Catholic school,
Yeah.
Which just goes
like a
to
casting director.
Which just goes to show you if you can have a Cockney accent.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's a Cockney accent.
It's like, hello, right? We're
Yeah,
going
if
here.
you have to
I'm
ask.
Oliver Twist. We're going here. The sun will come out tomorrow.
yeah, it's like the
it's not a region; it's an area.
Yeah, it's like
unrefined British.
unrefined British
It's-
is what
it's
it is.
The
yeah.
redneck British.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
That's what
Gotcha.
Cockney is.
I gotcha.
Guys, you know what else I'm stoked on?
that my cock hits my knee.
Yes, that's below cock.
Cockney.
Good old,
So he's a shower.
I'm really stoked
Good old three
about
knees.
post production because I have to pee really bad. So we're gonna
Nice,
take a
go pee.
break.
That's good. We're good.
Okay, So we're back.
We're back.
I peed.
We are
Let's do it.
I did it.
You asshole. That's my thing.
I just told Joe about my terrible bathroom issues this morning.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
What a hashtag blessed over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the know.
Yeah. So he knows now. Poor guy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump past this next segment here. Should we just do it? I have a random question.
entirely up
What do you
to
guys
you.
think?
Let's do a random question and
Let's-
we'll fly through it.
Yeah.
We'll fly through this
Make
one.
it
All right,
all
here we go.
Only
Does that
at-
mean we can fly?
and only at 10 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
So here's your random question. If you were arrested without explanation, what would your friends and family assume it was for?
Oh, shh.
Punching a Nazi in the face.
Oh, that's
All right,
that's
Captain America.
Such a good question. Oh
yeah,
my God,
for
that
real.
would take
People
some
would
thought.
probably be like, "Oh, he punched a bigot."
You know what would happen to me? I would see something dirty and I would go into a no trespassing zone to clean it up because I'm so OCD.
That's true.
And I would get arrested for trespassing.
Jordan at his birthday party last night was walking around with a whole roll of paper towels, cleaning up the floor as we were doing, doing.
Yeah,
it.
I'm
That's
so
way-
OCD.
everyone's steps.
I can't. I can't.
The tile floor that can be cleaned very
I
easily.
can't.
Just so when we would have an annual Christmas party at our house, and we would lay down
Anal Christmas party?
anal too. It would happen.
Anal
But no,
too. That's my favorite movie.
The first one was good, but
Yeah.
the second one's way better. Went way deeper. But no. But what I'm talking about is at our Christmas party,
Yeah.
we would lay down plastic throughout almost the entire house. 'Cause
like Dexter's
so
I would do that
Kill
too.
zone.
Yeah,
that way I would have to
You wouldn't worry
about it. Yeah,
because all last night, I was having fun for about an hour or so.
It's your parents'
and then
house.
I had fun, but for an hour or so, I was chill. And then after that, I was like, I need to start cleaning things up.
Yeah, that's
And
what- I'm the same
I
way.
can see
That
that
happens.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Man, so
What about
gone
you,
around
Craig?
yet?
For
Yeah,
me,
Craig.
it'd probably be peeing in public because, you get drunk, you got to pee, and you just go.
That's
And
true.
I'd probably
That's
just
fair.
get arrested.
That's
Man,
fair.
I don't know. I don't want to, because anything I say, I don't want to say, hey, this is because maybe drinking and driving. But
Yeah,
I don't
being-
do that. But,
yeah,
too
but
handsome.
that would be probably the only thing.
Yeah.
That's like.
I mean, really, that would be the only thing. But I don't even do that. But that would be the.
but they would
probably
think
the
that
only-
probably because what else would you be
could it
doing?
if they didn't
You're not
know?
holding
Right.
up a liquor store or anything.
Right.
If they didn't know,
Well,
what
actually,
else
no.
could it
And
be?
actually, he goes into liquor stores a lot with coupons, so he does hold
I do.
liquor stores.
He holds
No,
those
no,
lines
it's-
up a
the
lot.
lines are way
Yeah,
bad.
it's bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
There's posters about him and everything.
Man, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
What about you, Joe?
It'd most likely be something alcohol related as well.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be doing something stupid when drunk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Punch
Public
somebody,
intoxication.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a Nazi in the face.
A Nazi in the face, yeah. Okay, cool. So that was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. So we're now going to move into our final segment.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I
Coming down to the ring, we have the reigning, undisputed, universal Wreck My Podcast champion. It is Krager.
awesome.
We're doing trivia here. Now, Jason, you're used to this. You guys do trivia on your podcast too.
We do.
Yeah, and we're going to do some trivia here too. And you're in the running for this, which means if you win, you get to take that title with you, which is probably
Watch
a
out.
burden for you.
Watch out.
Yeah.
So then I got to bring it back.
Yeah,
next-
yeah,
Yeah.
or you just are gonna hold on to
And
it
Brock Lesnar
until
it.
we do our next
Brock
mega
Lesnar,
right?
podcast.
Well,
And-
next we'll have you guys up to our place.
and if we keep this going on, and then you guest on another podcast and lose it, it could be in
The title's
Minnesota
just
by some
moving
yeah.
around.
Oh,
You never
man.
know.
Different
It'll be
podcasts.
in Saskatchewan by Monday.
They gave me
Exactly.
my hands just got so sweaty thinking about that.
Yeah, so it's because that's Cam's actual title.
Yeah,
like he owns that.
yeah, he paid
but
money for this.
Oh.
now is our title. So
Yeah.
he's been losing it sometimes,
Oh,
And
no.
it breaks my heart.
and it breaks his heart.
and it's so sweet.
So guys,
So sweet.
Okay. There it is.
this is Becky Lynch,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
is.
not about the WWE.
Damn it.
She's
Dang,
my
I was
future.
hoping
It's
for that
about
too.
fictional
her.
TV or movie characters who are Irish. Because today
Oh,
is
it's
that
St.
we are
Patrick's
recording
Day.
this St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
She's good looking.
Yo,
Yeah,
she's
you
she's
should watch
gorgeous.
wrestling.
There's a lot of
She is
good looking
actually
girls.
my future ex-wife.
Oh, nice. You're going to break up
There's a
with her,
band out here called Future Ex-Husbands. You could join them. So I'm going to give everyone a fictional TV or movie character.
huh? Okay.
Then you have to tell me what show or movie they are from.
Oh, wow.
There are no multiple choice this time, so
Okay.
it's a
Oh,
little
boy.
bit harder.
Interesting.
So I'll give it to you, and if no one can get it, I'll give you the actor or actress who played the character.
Okay.
I love when you make it a little hard.
Since there isn't multiple choice, do we get more than one guess?
No.
No, you chime in with your name. Everyone gets one guess. If
Oh, boy.
not, then that point just falls to the floor and dies like the rose from Beauty and the Beast.
Are you going to clean it up later?
Yeah, I will. I'll be cleaning those petals up later.
I was like, damn it, guys.
So this
Couldn't
first
you
one
get
here.
this one?
First one here. Chime in with your name. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Billy Costigan.
Yikes.
Seems like he paid twice.
I will give you the actor Leonardo DiCaprio.
Cam.
The
Departed.
It is The Departed. Cam's got one.
Oh no.
Where's my pen?
No,
Nice
no, no,
job,
no,
Cam.
No, no, no.
Thank you.
Hey, do not encourage him.
Always bad about
Do
it.
not
Super
encourage him.
impressed so
All right.
far.
Number 2, Sean McGuire.
Name sounds familiar.
Played by Robin Williams.
Jason.
Yes, Jason.
Sean McGuire. It was Good Will Hunting.
You got
That
it.
was actually going to be my guess, too.
Jason's got a point on the board. The guy who doesn't know pop culture just schooled you all.
my gosh.
I do know that film. I like
I
that.
haven't seen that movie in forever.
I cried.
All right, number 3, Chloe O'Brien.
Damn.
I'll give you the actress, but it's not going to help anyone. Mary Lynn Rajkabab.
Did you say Rashkabab?
Rajkabab.
Can you say the
I want my last name to
the
be-
character name?
It's Chloe O'Brien. Here, I'll help you guys out. Damn it, Chloe. Sorry. Damn it, Chloe.
Damn. I don't know.
Yeah. When did this come out?
Early 2000s. It was a TV show that she was a character on.
Cam. 30 Rock.
Not 30 Rock. It was an action-y TV show. He went, damn it, Chloe.
Oh, Krager.
Yes.
Is it NCIS?
No.
No, I have
You
nothing.
said early 2000s?
Early, like 2003, maybe? 2004, maybe a little bit, 2005,
Action-y.
2010.
I have nothing for this.
All right, nothing. Falling to the floor. That's 24.
I was on the right track.
Yeah,
By
you were
the
close,
way-
Krager.
I never
close.
watched a single episode of that.
I
It's
didn't
actually
either.
a good show.
Neither did I.
It's okay.
Well, weren't there only 24 of them?
Though I will say,
Right.
one of Cam's friends yesterday made a really good joke that I thought was absolutely hilarious. We're talking about, obviously, St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
Patty O'Brien, and then he mentioned how he was going to be celebrating with the patio furniture.
Yeah. Was that Johnny?
Yeah.
that's Johnny.
I
Wow.
started busting up
Jordan,
laughing.
your
He's
face
like,
is
yes,
like,
someone
hurry
who
up."
appreciates my jokes.
Do I wear it on my sleeve? I wear my
You're
thoughts
like,
on my sleeve.
"Hey,
I'm like,
Joe,
damn
fucking
it.
hurry up, bro."
Get that joke out. Okay, number 4, Dana Scully.
Cam. X Files.
That is the X-Files.
Damn.
This is
Quick on
not
the
looking-
draw.
this is not
Right there.
looking Good.
Number 5, John McClane.
Krager.
Oh, Krager.
Die Hard.
That is Die Hard.
Nice job.
Murphy McManus. Murphy McManus.
Not the kicker for the Broncos.
No,
That's
not-
Brandon
That's
McManus.
Brandon McManus.
Manus.
McManus.
Murphy McManus.
Murphy McManus. I'll give you the actor. It's Norman Reedus.
I don't know who that is.
He's in The Walking Dead. The guy who rides the bike. I forget his name. Daryl.
Jason.
Jason.
The Punisher?
No. Good guess, though.
Oh, I know it. Oh no. I can picture it.
Oh,
God.
I might know that one. Is it a film?
It is a
Oh,
film.
no, and I know this one. I just saw it
It's a
recently.
cult classic.
Oh,
90s,
Krager.
yes.
Reservoir Dogs.
Nope. You're close, though. It's kind of in that same vein a little bit.
Cam.
Yes.
Demolition Man.
No, but that's amazing.
It's just a good movie.
Close with Reservoir Dogs, huh?
Guys, come on. I
Just
had a
saw this.
poster of this in my room.
I just don't. No more hints.
Killing me. It's killing me.
You got a poster of this in your room?
think-
Yeah. Oh, also that's a cheap one because he's
Yeah.
known you forever. Moving forward, he knows your childhood bedroom.
gotta have a
It's true.
timer.
Okay, no more. It was the Boondock Saints.
Damn it!
Yeah.
David would have got that.
Yeah. All right. We have 2 more.
Oh God.
Ronald Mac McDonald.
Cam. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That is true.
Damn, I think you got it, bro. I think
Yeah, no one
Is
did
it?
it, but we'll throw this one out there
The last one's
for.
worth 2.
No, it's not.
No.
Last one's worth 2.
Nope. I'll tell you what. If Krager or Jason gets this last one, I will give you the lightning question to tie it up. Then, if that, so they have to get this correct and a lightning question correct to tie it up. Okay.
You're totally
Guys.
Kofi. You're Kofi Kingston.
I know I am Kofi Kingston you right now.
Kofi.
Get ready for this one because it's gonna be a quick draw.
Okay.
Marty McFly.
Cam.
Krager.
God.
Back to the
Back to the
future.
And we have a new champion.
New old champion.
New old champion. Here is his theme music.
Nice job. Oh, he's dancing.
Favorite movie.
Oh, but he's doing the finger thing.
Yeah, so Cam is our
Taunting.
new
Lot of
champion.
taunting
Yeah, there's a
going
lot
on
of
here.
taunting going on here. That's what we
Taunting
do.
going on.
Oh, it feels good.
It feels good to have it back
Feels
home,
so
huh?
good to have it back.
All right.
Oh man.
So we have one last segment here before we get away from your ear
Fuck your
holes.
segment.
Yeah,
This
and
feels
this is
so
what I call
good.
the shameless plug.
Oh, welcome in to the Jason Mindy podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I found the song. I
Did
thought
you?
I thought.
How'd you find it?
Shazam.
Oh,
that
nice.
that app. Yeah, I just played your podcast and I
That's
put the
awesome.
app on it even while you were talking.
That's
It got
awesome.
the song. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about your podcast so people can check it out because it's awesome. It's one I listen to every week. I
Thank
love
you,
it.
man.
Yeah.
How did you find us, by the way?
Honestly, this is how, and I don't remember specifically, but I think it was on Twitter. I saw the Just Ask Us, which is now not even its own separate
That's
thing
right.
anymore.
That's right.
And I think I started listening to you and Stephanie. And I was like, this is a really cool premise. I like this. They're just answering questions. And I
Yeah.
threw a question your way. Then I found out you had the Jason and Mindy podcast.
That's right, I
Then I
remember
found out
that.
the difference between us, and I just became enthralled with all of it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah. Well, our the Jason Mindy podcast is kind of similar to this one, where it's very segmented. We've been doing it for a long time. I don't know how many, 500 episodes, something like that, over 3 different shows. So we started as 3 as comedy, then moved on to the evening radio, and now the Jason and Mindy podcast. And it's very segmented. We have a rhythm. We go into it. We do it live, so we go into it every single time, just segmented, and it's I don't know. Similar to yours, just pop culture stuff, different news stories, fun facts, all that kind of stuff.
And it's super cool because it's you and your wife who do the
Right.
Jason and Mindy, which is
Yes.
super awesome. You guys have a great chemistry. It's really funny.
Thank
and as
you.
you
Which
listen,
one's Jason?
It's the girl voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But it's funny because
Mindy.
like any podcast you listen to, there's like recurring themes that come back then. So once you become a longtime listener,
Yeah.
you get even more
Yes.
involved in it, and it's funnier and everything. I love it. And then you have
you, man.
the
Appreciate
difference
that.
between us
Yes.
with Stephanie and Stephanie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know her that well. That I don't know her at all actually. And then David, her husband.
Yeah,
So.
that's my sister Stephanie, and obviously her husband David's my brother-in-law. I work with him, so we're really close. And it was Stephanie's idea. We were camping one time, and she's like, "I have a really cool idea," and so we initiated it, and it's been a year and a few months since we first started, and all that podcast is really cool because we just tackle one topic,
Yeah.
and dive into all the different questions, and then at the end we do, like you guys do, we do trivia,
Yeah.
and we love that. It gets very competitive, and it's super
Obviously.
super fun. We ask 10 questions, so it gets pretty lengthy, and
Yeah.
That'll be better.
it's super.
You know what?
Super fun.
These questions were regurgitated from the questions I didn't use last week when we were on the Dudes Brewing Company's podcast, which is why I only had 8. I didn't do much research this week. But yeah, it's amazing to me how the difference between us, you guys will come up with like a segment as ambiguous as camping and actually talk about it for a full hour.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know how we do it either.
Yeah, that's great. So go check those out.
We just know how to bullshit, and
Yeah.
we have a really good time together. We're really close, so that helps.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it same with all you guys in here.
Yeah,
so.
which is good. When you have that chemistry, it
Yeah.
really does help. Because I've been
does.
on a few. Cam is definitely
Still rubbing it
taunting
in.
Kreger
Still
right now.
taunting.
Yeah, I've been on a few podcasts. I won't name any
Bodega.
where I feel very uncomfortable and the chemistry just isn't there.
Yeah.
and it just isn't a good feeling, So when you find that thing that clicks, it's just so comfortable to like.
It is. It's
a
awesome.
fun thing to do to just come and hang out and have fun.
You know what
look
else
forward
clicks?
to it.
The buttons on my belt.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, that's this podcast. Go check out Jason and Mindy, The Difference Between Us.
Yeah.
You can also check us out on a bunch of stuff, where am I? Instagram and Twitter at WreckMyPodcast. WreckMyPodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube. Rate, review, subscribe. Check us out on patreon.com/WreckMyPodcast. Cam will draw you a little googly thing.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll draw
if
you a
want.
doodle.
Yeah.
And also, you know what? For the month of March, if you subscribe to our Patreon, I will paint you an original thing.
Oh, you're gonna paint
wow.
them.
Not just
no.
paint them?
I will paint. Oh yeah, I'll physically paint
Be
on you if you
selective,
want.
though.
But
yeah,
Yeah.
If you
But
want
I will paint something of your choice, some pop culture character or something like that in my style. I'll paint it on a little canvas.
There you
for
go. You heard it. Month of March. Go get that Patreon now. We also have other reward tiers as well. I forgot to say, go subscribe to the YouTube because you could win my father-in-law's art book. That's for the month
One of the
March.
coolest books I've ever
so
seen.
good. He does a
that's
bunch of
awesome.
art for things like The Shining, LAFC, which is Los Angeles Football Club, all that kind of stuff. Great, cool thing. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube. Don't have to do anything else, and you could win that. If you want to support us financially but don't think we're good enough to give us your Patreon money, we have another way to do it. Go to wreckmypodcast.com. There's an Amazon link at the top. Go ahead and click that. Takes you to Amazon. You shop like regular, kicks us back a little bit of money. Definitely doesn't cost you a thing. Helps us out a ton. Thank you to Ben from Petrified Gumbo Music for making some of our amazing songs.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, he has a weird name, but amazing music, so go to petrifiedgumbomusic.com and hit him up if you need some help. We have episodes themed on specific topics come out every Wednesday. This Wednesday is going to be Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And then we have shows every Monday that's this thing you just listened to, so keep listening to that.
Yep.
Thank you to my guests for being here. I appreciate it that you all came out on Sunday, St. Patrick's Day. Craiger's not happy about it one bit. And finally, thank you to our listeners, because without you, we would be like a tree falling in the forest with no one to hear us. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
morning, good night, good
Bye,
afternoon.
I love you. From the champ.
Prison wallet.
Yeah, I like you and I love you.
No, am I the 5-time champion now?
Five-time.
Am I 5-time? 5-time. 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 I think I am the 5-time Wreck My Podcast.
you might
In
be.
that case, I think we need to see you try a spinaroonie.
Also,
Uh-oh.
man.
the first one is asterisk because that was heavily favored in your area.
No,
You know
it
what
wasn't.
I am?
It wasn't
I'm
so
a
worth.
zero-time
What was the
champion.
first one?
The first one was wrestling.
Yeah, it was wrestling in Star
I
Wars.
wish
Wrestling
I
in
wish
Star
I
Wars.
was on that one because I think I could have
That's
beaten
heavily
Cam.
favored.
So, I'm just going to have... Here, hang on.
Are we on?
Is that which one is that?
So this is the H4.
Okay, I have
Yeah,
an H6.
yeah. I want to get the H6.
that.
I'm gonna buy that one next.
I thought they stopped making Hummers after the third one.
Yeah, the Hummer 4. No.
They
This
just
one-
added the S.
This is
after
the one we use
H3S.
for my work because we literally only take one channel for our audio recordings because we run through boards when we do stuff at conventions. So
Sounds pretty boring.
yeah, it's pretty boring. Yeah, we never really, use the H6s. But the H6 is nice because the separate tracks, which is
Yes.
the thing that I don't have.
Yeah,
which
four,
I would
you can
love.
do four tracks.
Yeah,
It's
and
awesome.
they have a thing on the top where you can get 2 extra mics on there.
Yes,
so
you can. It's
can
pretty
get
sweet.
6 in, which this I can run 8 through, which
Mm-hmm.
is nice. And this we just started using this. I used to only have one that could run 3.
You know what they say.
So what are you using that for then?
just to record. So this is like kind of
Okay,
like
got
my
you. I
my
got you.
faux
It's
board.
running into that to-
yeah, so I'm
to
running all the
capture the
mics in
audio.
here, and then I'm
Got
running
you.
out of here into
Okay.
this.
what was the name of your podcast again?
The Jason and Mindy podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a nice review.
Yeah, and also do the
the
difference
difference
between
between
us.
us,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're both really good. So,
Thank you, man. Appreciate
which is funny because I feel like I have like a podcast, like experienced podcaster here now because you guys have been doing it so long.
We have,
and it's
yeah.
probably my favorite to listen. You guys have so much content come out in a week that
It's true.
It's amazing that you're able to keep up. I'm barely able to keep up with these 2 shows every week, and you have like 4 or 5 a week.
51 reviews and 5 stars. That's pretty impressive.
That is
Yeah.
pretty
You're
impressive.
about to
yeah,
have
thank you.
52
Oh.
and 5 stars. There you go.
Jeez. Yeah, it is fun. I mean, obviously, we were working towards making it something we do all the time, but
Hey, Cam.
Hello.
Oh, hey, all my cords. Thank you.
guy shows up with wires and cords.
It's a Cam thing.
He's our wire guy.
Cam, nice to meet you. Jason.
All right.
Listen to you guys on the way down. I'm like, I heard all the voices as I'm walking out.
Yep.
Just follow the voices that sound familiar.
Yeah. So it's nice because we finally have a set group where before I was kind of just having whoever was showing up.
Whoever
and,
was available
Yeah,
that
whoever
day.
was available. So it's nice now to have like the same voices and everything. Consistency is always key. You're not on. Did you turn yours on?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, hang on. So I need to do a check real quick. So there's me. 2 is you. Joe, give me a check real quick.
Check.
Okay, cool. Jason, give me a check real quick.
Check.
Cool, I'm gonna-
Check.
There we go. And then Krieger.
My checks bounce. My checks bounce.
Yes, they do.
Who,
And
people
then
still use checks?
I don't think so.
I've
Czech,
heard
Czech,
them
Czech
before.
Republic.
Czech Republic, perfect. Okay, do we want to pour some of these for us to do some tasties before, and then
Yeah, let's
before
do
we
it.
start
Would
going
love
and everything?
that.
Let's do it.
Got to
The
grease the
tasties.
wheels.
Yeah.
Which one are we starting with?
Do you
Let's
have
start
a
with the IPA.
phone
We're
book?
starting with full glasses
that's a great
of this, right?
Actually,
Why have we never thought about that?
you complain
Full
every
glasses of whiskey?
No, a phone book under this to
little bit.
raise it.
You complain every week, Cam, and we never.
Why have we never thought of that?
A little
Cam,
more
I think your
height.
chair can go lower. I think your chair can go lower.
Yeah, but I'm big. I want to stay big.
Yeah, but that's like slanted.
Do you need a fluffer?
Yeah, I need a
I guess I
fluffer.
could go like that, actually. Pull it out a little bit.
Yeah, you can do that.
My pull-out game is pretty strong.
Mine isn't. Haven't pulled out in
Here,
a
does that
very,
work
very
better?
long time. Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. That might slide in. It's
perfect. Don't worry about it.
It's all
It's all good, man.
a little too much. Okay, cool.
All
So
according to the plan.
here, we'll grab
let's
grab
do
a
it.
beer and everything. I'm just gonna drink a halvesy. Oh, you're gonna open that first? You don't want to do the IPA first and then
Oh,
move to
this
the
is
stout?
Hills.
I-
Let's
pretty
do the
good.
I was
Happy
asking.
hour.
Yeah, let's do the
pretty
IPA
Buy one,
first.
get one free.
And it's
beer.
nice and cold.
Yes,
Actually, all
I
drinks
like
under
it.
$12 and under.
Hey,
Buy one, get one
Kreger,
free.
do you want to split one with me since I know you drank a lot yesterday?
Yeah, and I've
So-
already had 2 beers
so-
already.
Yeah, so here.
Cam is not the IPA guy. Am I right about
I
this?
am not the IPA.
No,
guy.
but he's willing to
But
try
I still
anything.
try everything.
According to last night when he ate paper.
And I'm not
I
the
forgot I did that.
I'm not the
yeah, that
peanut
was
butter stout
$5
guy.
well
So you're gonna
but I'll
give that
try
a quick
anything.
shot too, yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Here, he's
forgot that
pouring me one
Kreger gave me $5 to eat paper.
Yeah.
No, not just paper. The fruit by the foot paper.
Yeah,
Yep,
so I
yeah.
ate like a yard of beer.
Yeah, it was weird. So last night I had
I'll
my
take a full one. Yeah.
I had my 30th birthday party last night at
Oh,
my
nice.
yeah, but I used my parents' house because they're out of town and they have an actual home and I live in a 1-bedroom
and that's
apartment.
what you do when you're 30.
And exactly right. So it felt like a college party again, where I'm like
Right.
having a party at my parents'
It's like,
house.
don't go in the one room where you're not allowed to walk on the
Yeah.
carpet.
When was your birthday, Jordan?
It was the 12th, March 12th.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I am 30 years old now. That means I'm finally mature,
Yes.
and I can get on with my life.
Is that what that means?
That's what that means.
This beer has a very interesting color.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
it.
it's-
Yeah, it's
Oh, it
nice and-
smells so good. So this
smells
is their
really good.
Bravery IPA. So this is like
Yeah,
their
this is just their
flagship
standard
IPA. I
IPA,
like
yeah.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll bring us in to the episode, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
So are these facts about Uber?
No. I'll look. How much money did I make last year?
is that enough for you? You want to switch with me? I think we have about the same exact amount.
Jordan, you should get the most.
That's actually really good.
Well, I have 4 more of these. You guys got it for my birthday.
Oh yeah. So really funny
That's really
story.
good, actually.
So
Yeah.
me and Jordan do kind of like a beer exchange thing where if we see a beer that we really
Well, I like that.
like he'll buy a 4-pack, I'll buy a 4-pack, then we'll split 2, so we're spending less money on beer, so we can try all the new beers.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so he showed me this liquor store that is like a craft beer liquor store, and so we both follow him on Instagram, and I saw this beer, and I tagged Jordan like, oh, this is our next beer we're gonna share.
It's really good, dude.
And
It's
he's like-
actually really good.
And he's all like, oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's funny. I'm like, oh, for his birthday, I'm just gonna buy him a 4-pack, be like a good friend. And then, not even 45 minutes after I buy him
It's
the
a different one.
4-pack,
Chocolate, yeah.
I see on
just
he
peanut
put
butter stout?
in our group chat.
just
in
called
our
peanut
text,
butter stout.
He's like, look what I just bought for myself. Happy birthday! I'm like, I just bought this beer 45 minutes ago. And so then we end up texting. He's like, you know what? I'm already out. I'm just gonna take it back. I don't want 4 of them. Like I don't. So he took it back. I'm like, all right, I'll still give it to you. Then when I get to his party, our other mutual friend, who I had shown that liquor store, went to go buy him, and
Everyone
bought it.
knows I love beer, and they know I love peanut butter.
Yeah.
So I've got a bunch of peanut butter beers, and then Steph and Brian gave me a bag just full of Reese's.
I saw that. That was
like
awesome.
Enough to kill a small elephant.
like
It is-
Witherspoon.
Yes.
Reese's Witherspoon.
I would love to get
with
a
a
bag of
fork.
Reese's.
With a fork. Yeah.
that
Okay.
the restroom there?
Yes, it is. Yeah, go for it.
This smells really good.
Yeah, so you guys didn't. I had this last night. This is what I was drinking last night, and this is what I said about it: is that it smells and tastes more like not peanut butter, but peanuts, like
Yeah,
out of the
I see
shell,
that.
out of the shell peanuts.
Yeah, it smells like freshly cracked peanut.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like you like it, Kreger.
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't dislike it. It reminds me a lot of a beer at the Dudes.
It tastes more like a.
Their grandmas.
This
you know?
pecan one?
It's like Grandma's pecan. No, it's their peanut butter stout. They have a peanut butter
I
stout.
haven't had their peanut butter
Peanut
stout.
butter milk stout. There, it
Oh,
tastes very similar to
I
this.
haven't had that one.
This tastes more like a porter to me.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
should we get into the distinction between stout and porter? 'Cause it's very minimal.
Oh, I don't know.
I
the
actually think
difference.
this is
It's
delicious.
very minimal.
It's like they're the same thing minus 1%.
Yeah, kind of, pretty much. Yeah.
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 It's just less chewy than a regular stout.
Did you guys know that in Captain Marvel, the cat's name is Goose? In the comics, her name's Chewie.
Really?
Yeah, for Chewbacca, of course.
Well, they're Marvel's owned by Disney, so it makes sense. why they
That
changed
is, yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny how it's Goose and it's a fighter
Top
pilot
Gun.
movie.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. Way to get it right on the crack it right on the head, Krager.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Welcome to the danger zone.
Isn't it Kenny Loggins?
Yeah, I saw him
I
live
can't pronounce
actually.
anything.
Has anyone else seen Kenny Loggins live? Because I have.
Nope.
I've only seen Kenny Loggins.
Loggins, yeah, that great cover band.
It helps book lodging and
And then we're-
formally.
It's actually
Kenny Loggins themed travel lodges.
No, it's actually just Kenny Loggins. He's my travel agent.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
That's what he moonlights as.
For me, whenever I have like a bad cough, I like to take a Kenny
Kenny
Lawson.
It's really soothing. Really soothing. Really soothing, but you do have to have sort of a decent gag reflex.
Yeah, my gag reflex is non-existent as my father.
It's tough to take all of the Kenny Lawson.
Yes.
Yes,
Kenny
I like
Lawson's is very large. It's tough.
Lucky Luke's.
We could find out.
I mean, Lucky Luke's.
Well, yeah,
That'd be fun.
Lucky
Luke's-
cool. Otherwise, I know that the head brewmaster at Bravery, his wife, is in the events industry that Madison works into,
Oh, wow.
so she can reach out because we did an event there. So either one, like if you know someone at Lucky Luke's, we can reach out there, and if not, I can ask Madison to reach out to the head brewmaster's wife and see about it there, just to let him know, like, hey, can we just take a table and can we just sit there and kind of record?
Yeah, no one
you
has to
know?
be quiet. No one has
Yeah.
to do anything else. We'll just be in our
Can
corner.
you shut down your brewery for us?
It would be cool to have
But
just
we
a-
can't pay you anything
No,
to do this.
no,
Yeah,
it's publicity.
It would be cool to have a giant podcast with your entire show
Posse.
and then
Yeah, that'd be
our
fun.
posse.
Yeah.
Although what I'm finding out now is even adding one more to a fifth, we're going a lot longer than we normally do. So
Yeah.
having
Of
8 people
course.
is going to be like a 2-hour long
It would be
podcast.
very long. You
We'll
have to
break it
edit
into
it.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.